Make sure that's actually running. Which music are you referring to? The Shikanoko one, or thank you for the side rate? everything's everything's all up and running. Cool. Yeah, I'm
Didn't
not
you
sure.
usually have like side drain and whatnot turned off for your tutorial?
Yeah, I did used to have that, didn't I? I should do that. My stream froze. Okay. Thank you for reminding me next. I did turn those off just to
Yeah.
avoid. I kept side rate, but I think the other ones that are more distracting for.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn it
Like
off.
big cam.
Get in while you can before I turn it off.
Yeah.
They're all going. They're all disappearing. It helps for the YouTube video as well.
Oh, space.
Yeah, you can have feet cam.
Space.
Allow feet cam. Although that feet cam will just get covered up by you guys anyway.
I should change my reactive to be the feet cam image.
You're stealing my feet. You're stealing my feet. Okay. First is the only one that's staying, I guess. You only get feet cam today. It doesn't have a sound effect that plays. I could probably add like a sniffing thing there or something.
A sniffer?
Yeah, a sniff. Sniff. You quit learning. I think Nix is still doing this lesson. I think you said you want to quit it for your UE VTubing purposes, right?
Yeah, but I promised I would learn with you guys.
Yeah.
I do not break promises.
Honorable Nix.
I unfortunately to learn the to do the VTuber stuff, it felt not like being pushed into the deep end. It was more having rocks in my pockets before being shoved into the deep end. I was not ready. So for now, I'm going with what I know. But I do want to learn this still because I know so many people who use this, and I want to be like, "Hey, let's make something someday," and you guys to be like, "No." Understandable.
I think the series we went to, someone dropped out every episode. Well, this is the finale, so everyone's dropping out for this episode. We're all evicted off the island.
We're all graduated. Oh,
we all get to be winners.
We're getting evicted. Never mind.
But you don't have any roses for the rose ceremony.
I was actually looking up like Survivor, and do you know it's on like its 49th to 50th season? It's like,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's I don't even know how they have that many places they could be, surviving in. Surviving New York. They have to battle off rats and,
It makes me think there's I think it's like a 6-episode sitcom on YouTube where, or a sitcom or a drama, but it was like a very short series. And the actors decided rather than pay for proper sets and whatnot, they decided to film it all inside of an IKEA in like the little showrooms. And then while recording, like you still see people shopping in the background. An employee would randomly come like, "Look, you can't be here. We're going to kick you out of the store." And then all of a sudden, the episode continues at a completely different IKEA.
Jeez.
And like, it's not acknowledged that, hey, we just got kicked out. It's just, oh, yeah, we're at a different place. The sets are different. Yeah, whatever.
Rather than get
And
global banned.
I just think, well, that's what I think is like, I think Survivor needs to do that. How long can you live in a shopping center before you get kicked out?
That would be something a YouTuber would do these days. Okay, we're all running around placing blocks and having fun. time to learn to learn how to do wall ride and wall jump.
He's taking our fun away.
Because there is a disclaimer for this one. This one is basically a lot of the tutorials that I follow and reference are from another YouTuber called Ryan Laley. They do a lot of UE game dev stuff and whatnot, and I'll type that out in the chat so people know who I'm referencing. And this is based off of their tutorial for it. I've just condensed it down into words. I'll put the video as well, I guess. Full credit. But yeah, they do a lot of UE game dev stuff, and that's they've got like a lot of series. They have all that stuff, and this is a little bit of just I've taken what they've said. I'm gonna be fully open with it. You tag your friends and how to tag your friends. How you're supposed to know who they are, isn't it? Nix is I've done like images. I guess I haven't did.
I think mine's kind of obvious. My screen's letting people know who I am right now.
Yeah. Emit in the title. Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done one of these.
In the title.
Yeah. I usually just do. I've been doing the only colors I've been doing it. We just do a stream to. I was remembering where Spiral's underscore was. We just use the stream together, which just kind of like merges it all together anyway. So it's been a while since I've actually typed out people's names. There we go. Gucci. All good there. Everything good there. Everything good there. Okay. Okay. So that's the disclaimer then. It's based off of it is their tutorial, because it's something I probably could have figured out, but having a better, more research one of it is just, I guess, better. Now you know how to properly do it, And like I said, a lot of my knowledge has come from like YouTube tutorials in general. I'm just like almost just regurgitating my versions of some of it, some of the way that I do things, and some of the things. There's a million different ways to make a game,
Is it that YouTube tutorials in general? Just I learned how to do something, and now I'm going to reteach how to do it.
You mean you're not teaching us and giving us original notes?
I'm sorry.
Now I'll never learn how to make a donut in Blender. Fuck.
Jeez. Yeah, we're what's it's not quite standing on the shoulders of giants, but we're all kind of everyone's sharing knowledge around how to make these things, because it's good to have people just making things, So I think that, yeah. Okay. Right. Gonna be it's probably gonna be a mess, because I wrote these like 4 or 5 months ago, but we should be fine. I guess I could start with one thing I did learn since our last time thing was another way to call events universally. Because I've already, because I told you the event dispatchers, how to bind the event dispatchers. I told you how to reference things to call events in specific other blueprints. But this one's more of you can set up global things you can do, and it's a nice little feature. So going off script here, this isn't part of the script. I just learned this from here. If you right click the content browser on the background, so you can create a new thing. And I have to actually zoom in to see the full thing. I believe it's under blueprints. The blueprint thing, and it's the blueprint function. Oh, do macro library. So function and macro library. Just do macro library. blueprint macro. Make sure. No. Okay. So next, you don't need to create new plint. You just want to cancel that. Oh, and yeah, just yeah. You want the you want the drop down menu. So right click the background of content browser, everyone. And where it says blueprints in the actual like drop down part, you want the macro library.
Macro library.
Oh, I guess you could also type. See how there's a search bar up the top. If you just started typing, you could just type in macro. It would actually bring up all the things to that. Why is it bringing that up?
That is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing.
That shouldn't be
I feel
bringing that up.
called out.
Pick parent class? What? Why do things always go wrong? Okay, just expand the all classes and just type in macro.
Standard macros.
Okay, try the function library. Maybe the macro one isn't usable in the way that I there we go. Okay, I guess I used which. Okay, maybe I guess I did use the function one. Just call it global functions. That's all you need to.
Wait, where's the function library?
It's in blueprints. And the function one, the second one.
Oh, I see.
And just call it
We're calling it what?
global functions. I could have sworn I used the macro one, but I guess obviously I didn't. And so you can just open that up, and you've got a new function there. A good spiral to open that up. Good. So you can just dock that into the thing, and then you're good. You can name this new function, because this is something. Say you've got like a bunch of things that you want to reference the player character, and then you don't want to have to keep typing out cast to third person character, get player character, promote to variable. You can do this all in one fell swoop with just one node pre-done. So with this one, you can change the name of the function to get the player character.
Oh, yeah, that's a better name.
Yeah. I didn't quite see what you were typing. Me when I
reference the player character.
If you can remember, sure, all good. Okay. So, off of that, as I was saying, off of the triangle, the white triangle, just do a cast to, I think, third person character. We named it player BP. So player BP, and you want to cast to player PP, not the class, just the cast. There you go, all good. And off of the object, you pull off of object, and then you want to get player character. All good. And from there, you want to right click the background. Is it? Click on the get player character node. The get the player get the player character, not get player character.
Oh,
yeah, there we go. Where it says outputs, you want to just add on the right side. It says outputs. You want to just add a plus to it on the right side of the green. On the right. Oh, yep, all good.
Oh, so here.
Okay.
Plus.
We all got there. Good. You want to connect the triangles up to each other. No. Sorry, next. You want to go from the triangle to the cast to player BP, and then from the player BP to the return node.
How do I remove one of these again? It was alt click. Yep.
Yeah. Am I forgetting who's okay? Yeah,
I go here.
It's got it as far as.
Wait, did I have it right? But then you told me.
I think I got it confused. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
I thought I did it right, Mr. Salah.
It's been a while. Okay. as where it says as player BP, the little blue circle, just click and drag that onto the return node, and then just
onto where?
Onto top of the return node, like onto just where the name is. There you go.
Oh,
now it connects it into the thing. You don't need that boolean. You can probably get rid of it. I was just showing you that you can bring up the return node. So where on the right side where you've got that, make sure you select the return node. Get rid of that boolean. You could have just typed it out, I guess. I went an extra step. Potato. You got there. We got there in the end. Okay. So anytime you want to get the player character now, you've got the name. Okay, next you want to change your name to get the player character of the event, because otherwise you will just get player character as it's shown as the actual node that's already there. But it's, if you try, I think I said before, if you try to just do get player character, it won't know what the blueprint is that it's referencing to. So if there's a specific event you want to call, you can't just drag off of the get player character and call event. You've got to cast it to the player BP, then you've got to call the event of the as player BP. So that's the reason why we do this. So this is just a simple function of this function library. So if we went to the enemy BP, I think Viral still has the tabs for it, but you guys don't. So go back to content browser.
Okay.
And you want the enemy BP. Open that up wherever it's.
I don't recall which folder it went into.
Okay, so if you scroll down on the left side, yeah, you can search for it as well. Yeah, you'd have to search on. You have to search on the right side search. That's there, yeah. But it'll be in third person folder. Yeah. In fact, actually, let's just open that up, because that's where we're referencing it anyway. It's on the thing. You've got that, and you want to be just in the blueprints folder, just so that you're, because that's where we're referencing everything. So, Gucci. So yeah, just open that up, and we should be all good. Good. So now, if you type in get the player character.
Type in where?
Just right click and get the player character. Sorry, I forgot to say right click.
I see.
It's I gotta get back into teacher mode. So now you've got to get the player character node. That's all just one node, and this is how you can make references. So if you drag off of that and type in pref, you can make a player reference off of that without typing in the extra two nodes. It's two nodes, but it keeps things cleaner, So you don't have to worry about, if things getting too messy. Now you've got a node that just is to get the player character, because this is always going to be how you do it anyway. It just speeds up the process over time by having a get the player character, as opposed to get player character, cast a player BP, make a reference. So if you drag off of the as player BP on the node itself.
Oh.
And then you just promote to variable. That'd be and then you just type in, you leave it. You either type it as pref for preference, player reference, or just leave it as player BP. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's good. But that's another thing that I learned. that's one of the things I've learned since our last time doing this, and hopefully. Yeah. So you'd use the function library similar to the way you've done like that event dispatcher, where you've got the binding there. And you guys can see how it's got that bind there, and that's how you'd make a reference to you can send events out globally. So like whenever you need to do something globally, you've got a function library for that. And it's like the interfaces as well. Interfaces are basically the same thing, but it's you've specified it to a specific, you've made it only
so essentially if I'm understanding it right, if we had like, I know this here isn't something that we would use, but like if we had something long that a lot of things would have to use, rather than being like, oh, everything's going to be doing it in its own script, it can be like, hey, global function, we can just grab it from here.
Basically, yes.
Because it's done once, that's all we need. Okay.
Yeah, you put all the math in that node, and then you'd have like all the math come out of that as player PP, but as its own variable, and then you'd only have to get it that way, and then it saves you having to like go to wherever it needs to be, copy it, paste it somewhere else, and then later on down the road you'll have to do the same thing again. This way you can just have global function library to hold all of that math, and you can just be like, blah blah blah, done. You don't even have to go anywhere. Find out where you have to find out which area it was to begin with, and yeah, there's little ways you can tidy up your blueprints and whatnot. Make your own little nodes.
That is, as a quick little thing as well, is also good for just regular scripting. Like if you do end up learning like C#, C++, Java, all the other ones, I don't really know all the different ones. If something does need to fire off a lot, it is good to have,
a function library.
Yeah, a function library.
Yeah.
So I've actually made a note of that for future meet, because I'm like, oh, that's actually something that I need to commit to memory. So thank you.
It's something that I came upon. I sometimes just right click and search through the blueprints just to see what there is to make, and I was like, is there anything like this? And I was like, went searching for it, and I found it because I was sick of typing the same thing out again and again. And sometimes you could just add unique names to make it like funnier. Sometimes I'll just get thy player character, stuff like that. Just make it unique, so that whenever you're gonna type out get thy, you're only gonna have one result. Okay, that is that. Good. One thing shared so far. Time for the actual rest of the tutorial. Definitely not going to go over time, right? We're not going to over time like last 2 times, hopefully.
That only took 30 minutes.
Well, it's only 20 minutes of the recording, so save myself 10 minutes there. Okay. Keep in mind I've got it down here as BP third-person character because we decided to name player BP. So this may get... I may flub sometimes in saying one or the other, but hopefully we can...
He's gonna be perfect, guys. Make sure he's perfect.
Okay. No pressure. We want to be in the almost did it immediately. Player BP. You want to be in the player BP.
Player BP.
That's where we're doing this.
Wow, so many things.
Yeah, this is just reminisce about things we made together. So much spaghetti.
Ravioli for lunch. That's a spaghetti.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Definitely, these are all formulas of some sort. Spaghetti formula. Okay. So find a nice space that isn't next to everything, because we just want to keep everything, separating. You don't want to run into each other, and you want to be able to comment things and not overlap, and all that jazz. So good.
And go in your basement.
Okay. Right click, and you want to type in
right.
Yes, right click the background, and you want to do an event hit. This is
event hit?
Yes, an event hit. This determines what whatever the root collision is going to be colliding with. So this, say on the top left you've got capsule component collision in the little components thing. That's what this is referring to, because it's the highest in the hierarchy of specific things that are going to get hit. So this is if you say wanted to have like someone get hit in the arm and do like damage just to the arm, you'd have to do a event hit based off of the collision. So you'd have to go to the mesh and then do a hit off of that collision, but in this case we're just doing the capsule component. That's whatever the capsule component, which if you go to the viewport, there's the viewport tab. And then it's sorry, next it's just in the viewport there. Okay, top left ish. You want to go to the top left next to the event graph, and are we the something? A little bit to the right, a little bit to the right. Viewport. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Okay. So, see that little next. Sorry, fade. Yeah, down a little bit. There you go. Viewport.
Huh?
Down there.
Oh, I
see. Okay. See that little like pinky line that's like a pill?
Yeah, the thing surrounding the character?
Yeah, surrounding the character. If you select that, you just click it and scroll down on the right. You'll see too far on spiral. You want to go to the collision tab. Yep. Okay, so you've got the collision tab. This is where you'd have all the different responses to the capsule component. So as you can see, some of them are grayed out because you've got the collision preset of just pawn there, which is like it's specified by the system. If you want to do something like that's custom, you can click that little drop down menu and go to the custom one, which should be at the very top. So on the pawn collision preset, a little bit down spiral. Yep. On where it says pawn, click that, and the tooltip is covering it, but custom is there. Yeah. not very helpful tooltip. So that's where you would be specifying what collision responses you want from different environments. So say you didn't want to get people to get hit by cars or vehicles, and something's just declared themselves as an object type vehicle, you would just go ignore or overlap with the little check boxes there. You've got little check boxes to determine what's going to be considered to be a hit. If it's blocking, it's a hit. If it's overlapping, it's going to overlap, but you can still get some sort of response back from it. If it ignores, it's just completely just going to be like, no, I have nothing to do with you. And that's how you can that's how you do collisions. This is how you specify collisions. You can declare your own ones. So like, yeah, we did that with the enemy. I'm giving you a little brief overview of what we've done already. Where we've got the enemy. It says enemy.
The best way to explain overlap would be if you were to play a game and something was to say, oh, you need to dance on like the dance floor, in a sense. You would just have a giant invisible collider for the dance floor, and you'd have it as overlap.
Yeah.
So when you're inside of it into the dance, it's like, okay, we can cause the thing to happen.
Yeah. That's
that's my way of understanding it.
So yeah, like, or even if you say you wanted to have like collaterals, like in Call of Duty Black Ops. You'd shoot your sniper rifle and it would collateral through multiple enemies. So you don't want it to stop just on the block on the first hit. You'd have it go through everyone, and then like it would go and calculate the damage, do all that. That's what overlapping for it is for. As opposed to if you wanted to ignore your friendlies, it would just ignore friendlies, as opposed to hitting enemies. This is friendly fire damage. This is all about friendly fire damage. So yeah, that's another brief overview of what we're colliding with, and I guess I just wanted to start there just so we remembered what collisions were about and what it is that's actually colliding with the walls and that we're jumping off of, so we have an idea of what that is. Cool. Hopefully that makes sense. We can go back to event graph now because we did one step of the tutorial. We'll get through this. I swear. I've got to stop distracting myself. Event graph is next to the viewport tab. In the there you go. Okay. Good. You want to where you've got the components and okay, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but like in the top part where it says components, you might have to scroll down just a little bit just to see the character movement. It's in the top left. That's your components tab, and where it says character movement, you want to just drag that onto the screen. Cool. This is your movement. We've done this before with the walking speed. How we changed the walking speed to the running speed and whatnot. So yeah. Cool. Off of that little blue circle, you want to type in set plane constraint enabled. Plane as in aeroplane. Set plane constraint enabled. And you want to tick that. Give a nice little tick on that little boolean there. And then connect it to the hit execute. The little triangles to the triangles.
Sorry, well, you said hit. I looked at the hit thing down the
Yeah,
bottom.
sorry. So
that's
the hit. Yeah, no, that's the spiral. You want the blue ones to be on the red ones. You execute, so it's going to be on the furthest left usually. Yeah, you just connect the triangle to the triangle. Gucci. That hit down the bottom there is a hit result. So it basically determines, like if you right click it and go split struct. That's all the different responses. Oh. Yeah, it's big now. It's very big now. This is what I mean by you can make your own function libraries, and then you can get information like this. Like this is what a function library is about. It's about cleaning things up so you don't have to get all this information all at once. But
did we want to keep it like this?
No. So right click it and recombine. Just showing you what it's about. So right click any of the bottom-ish area nodes, not the top ones, because those ones are all and then you recombine them, and yeah, all good. And that keeps it nice and cozy. Even if you dragged off of there, you'd get a break hit result, and then you can use a drop-down menu to close things up, and you can clean things up. Gotta stop distracting myself a little bit there. Okay. Okay. So off of the character movement again, you want to do set plane constraint normal. And you want to plug that after the enabled. So you connect the execute inward there. Gucci. This is determining I believe it's what you're orientated to. So like if you were doing like a 2.5D kind of game, you can use these kind of nodes to lock yourself to the 2, even still have a 3D dimension, but to only be in a 2D space, moving left and right, up and down, but still have the 3D movement. That's what.
What's the button for
commenting?
The nodes, not commenting or.
Oh, just double click it. They're called reroute nodes. So if you ever do reroute, you can type them out as well. So if you just like drag off of it and type so for reroute node, and you'd be able to just do a reroute anywhere. Cool. Okay. You want to plug the on the event hit. You want the hit normal, and you plug that into that little yellow player normal on the thing. Cool. So all it says here is just to hit to compile and save, and then play to see what it does. You just hit the little play button, and just basically run around and try and like bump into things, and you'll kind of should affect. Yeah, you should be getting stuck to things.
I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck in the wall.
Yeah, you're getting stuck to things, and see how it changes based off of like every time you hit a new thing, it's going to change you to the new thing. That's what that's doing. It's sticking you to the wall so that you don't have to worry about going left and right unless you want to do jump off of it, sort of thing. So it keeps it keeps you stuck to things. You're like Spider-Man sticking to things, sticking to walls. Okay, good.
I can't jump unless I'm connected to something. Is that normal?
That's what this is doing. This is just like Nyx can apparently, but is Nyx having this? Are you sticking? Oh, yeah. Okay, Nyx is flying about. It basically locks you to a very specific plane, and that's how it works. And yes, it's stopping you from jumping because currently you're locked to the ground until you hit the wall, because your dimension should only be the flat ground. So you don't want them to like jump or something. You can avoid them jumping by doing that, and it'll keep them constrained to that dimension.
Okay.
You're locking them to the dimension like Doctor Strange to Dormammu. Okay.
He's spoiling.
Oh, spoiling. Okay, it's a little bit of an old game. I'll cut it out if I remember. Okay. All right. Back to event graph in the player BP. I know I taught you about how to do function libraries, but we won't be using a function library for this. But you could technically maybe set these up, like if you are smart with how you code it, you can set these up so that you could constrain different things. So like say you wanted the enemy to also be able to wall jump and wall run, you'd create a function library where you could probably do these sorts of things and keep them all, replicable. You just have to type in and you'll basically have it all solved for you, sort of thing. Like that. Okay. So you want to type in right click and you want to create a sorry, not right click. Function. You want a new function. So on the left side around the middle, you want to hit that little plus thing next to functions. Next on the left side. On functions, just down a bit. We see functions a little bit up.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. Function.
Cool. All right. You want to name this one check for wall. Cool. And you want to click that node and then add a little input on the right side. You've got the inputs on the right side of the node. Yeah, did that before. And you want to call it hit. That's what they said. Yes, hit. Wait. Okay, hit. You want to call it hit, and you're going to be changing the boolean to a hit result. So you just type in hit, and it should come up with a hit variable, hit result variable. That's the thing that we create. That the really giant node that we split and then recombine. That's the hit result. Same sort of thing. Off of that, we're about to do that. Off of that, you want to do break hit result. So don't split it. You want to do break hit result. Off of the hit thing. Yeah, off of it. And then you can, if you hit the little drop down little arrow, it'll expand. The same as show the same thing that we had before. Lots of nodes in one place. All the different hits you want. All the hits you could eat.
I don't see the Dragon Ball hit.
Wasn't he just
shaking my head?
They built him up like he was going to be like a regular real character, but like he was so like nothing compared to like Jiren and whatnot. Funny.
If Star Platinum got that much screen time in Dragon Ball, it would always win. They can't let that happen.
True. Okay. where we got? We got off of the hit, off the normal pin. So there should be a normal pin.
Normal.
Just a normal.
This is normal.
Yeah, this is normal, not the impact normal, just the normal. You want to do a dot product.
Dot product?
Yeah, basically spits out a number.
Yippee, dot products.
And okay, I gotta remember to highlight or like know where I'm up to in spaces. So we've got search for dot product. Good. Right click, and you want to search. Right click the background and search get actor right vector. Get actor right vector, and you want to plug that into the B node of that dot product. So
I'm learning.
So yeah, this is I believe this is you're trying to compare for this one. You're comparing the two nodes together for a specific purpose, which we will figure out together. So yeah, because like I said, this is in Ryan Laley's words. I'm trying to remember it a little bit as we're going as well. So that's that. Plug it into the dot product. Good. Drag the check. Oh, so you want to go back to the event. So you want to go to the event graph, and you want to drag the check for wall onto the graph. So the function that we just created. You can just drag it on there, and you want to where is it? Drag it onto the so you can drag it onto the execute of hit, or to automatically hook it up, or just you want to okay. God, pass me. I'm always mad at you. You want to disconnect the execute after check for wall. What? That's not what we got here. Disconnect off of the after the hit event hit. Disconnect off of the so just control and get rid of the line off of the event hit. That leads to the set plane constraint not enabled. So from the red node with the triangle, just hover over that and just get rid of that. You want to control or alt click. I forget which one it is. Either control or alt to get rid of it. Which one was it? Spiral?
It's alt.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I know a lot of things off of doing it. I'm not great at remembering the specifics of hotkeys sometimes, which isn't great that I'm trying to teach people.
You've played Cyberpunk, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I think that's my reference then. Well, you know how they got rid of Alt Cunningham?
Sure.
Alt is to get rid of. So that's how you remember.
Ah. If that's how you remember it, then sure. That's how we do things.
That's some donk shit right there.
Create your own little things like that. It's brilliant. Okay. Okay. So you want to connect the event hits pin into the hit result pin of the function you created. So the blue things on the bottom of both of the event hit and the check for wall, the little blue pin. Plug that. Yeah. Chuck that into the hit to hit versus hit mirror match. Good. Yeah, hit result and thing, and then I'm getting past me was bonkers. What? Okay, we'll figure it out as we go. I think I've misremembered the way that this is supposed to be connected, but we should be fine, hopefully. Okay. Back into the. So you want to double click to go back into the check for wall. So just double click the check for wall, go back into it. Off of the dot product, you want to do type in ABS, which is for an absolute float.
Ah,
there you go.
Okay, abs.
It basically just remove. It's an absolute. It's going to remove all negative numbers, so this can't go below 0. It can only ever be a plus, a positive number. Which we then do off of that. You want to go drag off of the ABS node, and you want to do a greater than node. So just either you can type in the greater than symbol, or just type in greater, and it should be greater than. Don't have to do the greater than or equal one. We just want the greater than. And you want to change the 0 to 0.8.
8.
This was also the problem with me following someone else's guide to teach you guys it, because I can't fully explain everything, because it's what it'll all be in the video of their video, but you know, yeah. But it's not easy to explain specifically why each of these nodes are doing what they're doing, you know. But we get an outcome out of it, and that's half the reason why you go to YouTube tutorials.
Okay.
Okay. You can right click and search for the return node. So right click the background and just search for return node. This is what we should have done.
Node?
Yeah, add return node. That's what we should have done before, rather than the thing we did before. You want to add in. Oh, so you need to add. Oh yeah, so you want to add. So drag that boolean on top of that return node. So like we did before, on top of the name area, so that you've got not like that fade. I mean, like grab the red circle on the greater than, the little red circle, and drag it over to the red return node. I didn't mean to specifically overlap them in physical space. But I can see the confusion.
Sounded like that's what you wanted.
Okay, I was bad teacher. Okay. Connect the execute of the return to the check for wall on the other side of this little node. So yeah, just connect the two executes, the triangles.
This?
Yep. He's got it. Nick's got it. Just the with the little triangle spiral. You can drag off of that and then go left. Because these will always be your execute nodes. So these are those those triangles are only ever really gonna connect to each other. So you could never accidentally misplace where that should be plugged into. So it's got to follow through that white line before it can before it's even considering the rest of the stuff. It's the process order of operations. It goes through and it has to go through that white line to execute anything at that node, and that's how you can always connect the executes up like that. Okay. Return node, done that. Connect that, done that. You want to drag. Oh right, okay. You want to drag the hit from the check for wall execute. So we've got the purple node on the left. Drag the hit from that and take it all the way over to the return node and put it over and add a new input. Same way you did that boolean. So on the left purple node, drag the hit result and then pull it all the way over there. Gucci. Yeah, that's what you want. It's what's on. It's what's here. It's what's here. I swear, I'm not making up as I go along. Much.
He's lying. He's lying, chat.
Improv.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago over there. Return the node. Okay. For the output of that little hit node that we just thing, you want to just call it wall hit. So that you've just created that blue node. You can rename it on the output.
What are we
on the right side. The very bottom thing, the where it says hit one.
Oh, hit one.
Yeah, change that to wall hit. Real good. Okay. Okay. Back to the event graph.
Back to the event.
Don't forget to compile.
Compile save, yeah. That's always a good habit, just to compile save, just to make sure you don't lose any progress and you're not gonna have to worry too much. Okay. Right. Click the check for wall function that we just created, and you want to check the box where it says pure on the top right area. It says pure.
Oh.
You want to check that, and it turns it into a little thing like that. This means that you don't have to run the execute node through this thing. It will do it itself. You don't have to hook it up to the big line of what you've got already there. So yeah. Okay. I don't think we do disconnect those executes now that I'm looking at this, but we'll find out. Yeah, okay, got that there. You want to hold B and click with your left click to create a branch. That's your little hotkey for creating a branch. That's your the most basic node. It's a Boolean true or false. That's how you determine that. Connect to the return. Connect the return with the condition and the execution line. Yes, cool. Return value to condition. That makes sense, and I was reading it. I'm like, this is going to be a trouble one. But no, it does make sense. Return value, no. Okay, to condition. Good. And the execution line needs to... Okay, the execution line needs to go from the event hit onto the branch. So the little square needs to go onto the branch, because we need to confirm this before we start trying to set things based off of the what we hit. So yes, that this is all starting to make sense. All according to Kate.
True. It goes through.
Yeah, so you want to connect the return, the connection done. Connect the true line with the set plane constraint enabled. So with the true line, you want to connect it back to what we had before. So the branch and the check for wall needs to hit to be absolutely in front, and then the other nodes need to be at the very end. So Spiral, with the flow of things, you want to connect that branch of the true to the very start of the set plane constraint enabled, because that's the only way it's going to flow. With these triangles, it's only ever going to flow to the right. It doesn't flow to the left. You can reroute things so visually, yes, things can flow backwards, and then they go back into the right though. So visually, you can make it flow left, but it's only ever going to go forwards in the execution of things. So you'll probably want to move those nodes to the very end. Carl?
Like this, teacher?
Yeah, like Nix's one. Yeah. You want to move your set plane constraint enabled and your those ones, like, well, okay, you're creating. Yeah, we go. Yeah, we're good. We've got lots of spaghetti all over the place. We love our spaghetti. Okay, we've got our thing running. Okay. Okay, so that's that part done. This is just to check the wall that we're hitting something. We haven't determined yet what the specific thing has to be yet, but we're determining that, like, once we pass that certain threshold of 0.8 for the dot product, it's going to fire off this event, and then it's going to stick you to something. That's the idea behind this. Cool. we're going to create 2 new functions. So we've got the check for wall functions. You want to create just do one for now. Because you want to call one of them start wall run, and then the other one start wall run, and the other one's going to be stop wall running. Cool. So on the event graph, back to the event graph. Cool. You want to cut. So you want to cut the set plane constraint enabled and the normal plane in. Okay, yeah, we didn't have to connect them. What? I followed a tutorial, but apparently, yeah. So select all of those nodes that we just connected on the true line, and the character movement, and the character movement. You want the character movement as well, and probably a reroute nodes if you've got any. You want to select all of that. Not the branch. You're a good spiral. You're a good. Okay, and you want the character movement as well next. The one you put under the event hit. You selected two of the nodes that we. See how there's the character movement down underneath the event hit. You want that one, and then the 2 other nodes. Yep. Cool. And any reroute nodes. Cool. You want to control X because you're cutting it. You want to cut it.
Control X.
Not delete.
Not delete, because we want to put this into the new functions that we created.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried my best to like go over this where we didn't have to do these things, where we're just connecting things and wasting time with that stuff. But like, I get, yeah. You want to go into the start wall run function, and
start wall run.
You want to paste it into there. So just just click the background and paste it there. You should be all Gucci. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Oh, you're all good. Good. We cut it. We pasted it into thing, and then you want to drag the plain normal execute. Wait, so the drag plain normal onto the first execute node. Okay, yeah. So connect the executes. Why did I word it that way? Okay. Then you wanted to drag the plain normal onto it to create a variable on the start wall run. So where it says plain normal, that little yellow circle, you want to grab that and then drag it onto the function start point. Create a new thing. Cool. We are in Edge right now, so we'll just hold off for a second and have a 3-minute break.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a cherry tomato to eat because.
Nice. Yeah. Pass me combined with following someone else's tutorial. Some of these things I just know. Some of these things I just The more you do them, the more you just commit them to memory, and you don't think about the little things, about like the little hotkeys that you press. So that's where you get familiar.
Yeah.
That's where you get familiar with game dev in general, or any sort of like program,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm not overloading myself with you guys. Yeah,
I've followed everything so far.
Cool.
I think I got it mostly.
Yeah, so so you've seen the effects of constraining the player to a thing. So we're just trying to determine it so that it doesn't do it for every surface. We only want
to determine like which surfaces it checks and then does it on that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There are. I don't know how you do it, but it's something I know you can do. You can check for a specific material. So if something is using a specific material that's like a sticky material that you want them to like climb up or something, you can do that sort of thing. You know how like in Breath of the Wild, how you can climb up specific surfaces and climb mountains and whatnot. You'd be determining, that you want to determine that
which surface is climbable.
Yeah, but you still want to be able to jump around in the environment. So this is about determining those factors without having to put like a billion trigger boxes around that just specifically, like that this part here, all this is climbable. This thing, wow. I was going.
Is mayonnaise climbable?
Well, probably the anti-climbable because of how slippery it is. Antithesis
no, Patrick,
of
mayonnaise isn't climbable. Horseradish isn't either.
There's a new SpongeBob game that got announced where they have David Hasselhoff singing a sea shanty. And a part of it does include him playing mayonnaise as an instrument.
Wow. Spectacular. Taking the meme full home run.
So I reckon the game would be interesting. It's only one thing I dislike is it has David Hasselhoff and they have references to the first SpongeBob movie. But they're not using the movie version of King Neptune. They're using the TV Neptune. I'm like, come on, guys, just one different model. That's all you needed, and I'd be happy.
I couldn't even remember. It was two different versions.
Yeah, because like the movie one's bold and he's blue, and I think the TV one does have long, luxurious hair and he's green.
Maybe the stress got to him being a king. he didn't use that keeps. This stream is not sponsored by.
Slide know the sponsors.
Could you imagine if it lined up where like just whatever YouTube ad played during this video was a keeps ad? the full.
I don't think I've seen a keeps ad on YouTube.
Maybe that's an older one. That's one. Maybe they went out of business. The one that I knew.
I know I see sometimes people are sponsored by Keeps here and there.
Yeah.
I just know Dollar Shave Club. I find that the most disturbing one.
Yeah. Okay. We're back off ads for a bit now. We'll continue with the thing.
With the ads.
Ads. Yeah, we go from ads playing to talking about ads.
Yippee!
Okay. Paste it all into the thing. We did that. We want to go back to the event graph now. Did we want to go to the event graph? Yes, it says we have to go. Fine. Yes, we have to go back to the event graph. Back to the event graph.
I want to go back to the event graph.
We want to drag that function we created, the start wall running, onto the graph, and then connect the true to the start wall run. So the true one goes into there.
The true goes into start wall run.
Yeah. Oh god, I had some peach candy, and now it's still on my mouth, but it's not a great taste.
Oh.
You know that feeling?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. Start wall
I got a
run.
can of coffee.
Okay, we directed that, and you want to connect the hit normal to the plane normal. So we created a little macro to do the same thing that we had just before. I probably could have omitted this, and it would have just looked a little bit, messier, but would have saved us some time. So that goes all the way after there. All good, all good. Okay. Drag the stop wall running onto the graph and put it under the start wall run and connect it to the false execute. Using the system if you like. What was it say? Using the system if you like wall running and get hit, it'll cancel it, etc. Don't remember what that was about. I'm sorry. Past me probably remembered, but future me or current me doesn't. You want to right click and search on landed.
On landed?
Right click the background fade.
Oh.
And you want to do event on landed. You want to copy stop wall run and paste it, and then connect it to the on landed as well. Or you could just connect it straight up to the the stop wall run. Either one. You don't have to copy it. You can just plug the execute into the same triangle.
Oh, I didn't realize you would have to.
Yep.
What?
So from the event on landed, you want to plug the execute onto the left triangle.
Of which?
Of the stop wall run. Farrell's got it. Yep. Gucci Faye's got it. Yeah, you can fire as many times into the execute. So like if you've got different activations for however a node gets activated, you can fire it off different ways. It's just some things don't, like you've got the target there. That target itself is only looking for one reference, so it can only have one input go into there. Usually, maybe not. Maybe not that I have to say. Plain normal. We'll say plain normal can only have the one go into it. You can have as many references going into target self. It's the plain normal that you can't have more than one. That makes sense.
I'm not confused. My mind just...
Yeah, what? Sorry. The execute node can go... So see how you've got two things going into one place? Perfectly fine. All good.
Mhm.
That can always happen. The yellow line is only gonna be one reference, one number, one little line there going into that plain normal, because it's only looking for one. If you wanted to reference multiple, you'd have to do an array, which is more stuff. But it's as is. That's why you can have two executing lines go into one, and that's because whenever we're landing, we want it to fire off the stop wall run thing. Or maybe yes, we're all good. Okay. Maybe we'll change. I was just thinking that maybe we have to change that at some point, but we'll leave it as is, and we'll come to that if we have to worry about that.
I hit compile and I got an error.
What's the error? Can you click on it? And
blueprint itself is not movement component, therefore target must have a connection.
Just click the little target thing and the where it's got the little magnifying glass. Oh, because it's not plugged into the character movement. You've plugged yeah. Maybe there was a reroute node that didn't get copied. You're all good. You can go back to well, we want to go to the start wall run again. So we want to go back to start wall run function.
Wall run.
Cool. Off of the character movement, you want to do a set gravity scale. So off of the blue character node, or the reroutes, whichever you prefer, keeping things tidy. You want to drag off of it and then let go, and then just search for set gravity scale.
At gravity scale.
Good. You want to change that number to 0.3. This could be whatever you want technically. This is determining how it's your drop rate as you're running along the wall, you know? So like as you're like running along the wall,
how much you'd go downwards?
How much you'd go downwards. If you just have 1, you'd be going down at the same as like you'd be moving down anyway. But this determines how long you can wall run before, you know, as it's dropping you down. So that's the gravity scale there. Or if you wanted to do like if you wanted to change your game to be like, have a, you're in a space environment and you're floating around, you can set that to 0, and that's what you'll be floating around now.
Okay.
And you want to connect that to the execute at the very end. So you connect the triangles on the very end. Cool. Not like that, Nix. You want it to be at the very end? Yeah. So it always has to flow through one thing. If you did it that way, you would have it wouldn't have fired off because it has to go through that line before it can fire off and give you that offset. It will set the gravity scale.
I was a little confused looking at it, being like, this doesn't look right, but there's one of two options. I've got a coin flip. I'm getting it right.
Copy all of that except for the start wall run.
Oh, okay.
Just copy it all because we're going to take that over to the stop wall run. So we're going to go over there and we're going to stop wall run, and you want to connect the execute, and then you want to drag. Okay, I'll just read it out. Connect to the appropriate pins. Change value to 1.75. Whatever your gravity. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you wanna. I believe you want to. I don't think you need to actually create a new variable like next. I don't think you need to drag it into there. I don't. It does.
You mean the yellow?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Okay, because the yellow wasn't connected, and it's
because
I got these extra.
I think you're just trying to zero this out so that every time you're calling it, you're just saying 0, 0, 0, 0. That's what you want it to be. That's what you want it to be. So, that's Gucci. You want to change gravity scale to 1.75.
1.75.
Yours is a bit wonky. You've also done the same thing Nix did. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't notice it. Your set node won't fire, so you've got to put it at the very end.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, and then drag that execute from. Yeah, you want to disconnect the one that you've done, and then connect the two triangles from the set plane constraint normal to the gravity scale. Yeah, like that.
Like this.
Okay. Was it like that on your start wall run as well?
It was.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I was focused on Nix. I neglected the student. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm willing to be your favorite today.
There's no favorites.
That's good.
We're all equals. Yeah, that's a good. So we want to be on the stops.
Equals. It's just some of us are more equal than others.
We want to be on the stop wall run, and we want to set that gravity scale to 1.75, and you want to uncheck the enabled of the constraint enabled, because this is to turn that off. You want to turn it off when we're doing that. Okay. Make sure it's unchecked. Cool. Back to the start wall run.
All right, back we go.
Click B and create a branch. So left click B and click to create a branch. Branch.
Wait, how do I get a B?
Press B and click. Left click. There you go.
I was left clicking, then pressing B.
Okay, you have to hold it. Yeah. There are some hotkeys where, like, if you're pressing like 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do things. I think, or just M. There's so many different hotkeys. I don't remember all of them.
I remember how to move things up, down, left, right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Right.
Yeah. Okay. You're panning. Yeah. Okay. Connect it at the start. So. Okay. So at the very start, where the purple node is, slot it in between there and disconnect that and connect the execute to the branch and then the true to the set constraint enabled.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way that this tutorial goes, usually he goes back and forth in explaining things, and like he does things incrementally and goes through them incrementally, and that's why it's a little bit like connect this up and then 5 seconds later disconnect that thing. I try to do my best with streamlining it, but I guess I didn't do the best. Connect with true going into the set plane constraint off of the character movement that's there. You want to get a is falling.
Is falling.
free falling. And then that's going to go into the condition of the branch. So the branch, you want to track that red into the red, yeah. It gets messy.
Oh, no.
See, that's the good thing about game dev, is the people playing your games doesn't have to see how messy it gets.
I have to see it.
I got a friend, Boom, who has so much spaghetti with their code. It's like they do a lot of they've been doing a lot of material stuff where they're like making the hair strands of like simulated hair strands, like have light beam through it, and it like just like so much spaghetti that like it's like, how do you keep track of where everything is? Getting anxiety just looking at all this spaghetti. And that's why I call it spaghetti as well, because of Boom. They like to go around and like steal people's spaghetti. Is falling. Connect to the branch pin. Good. Okay, optional. It says here optional. If you want an infinite wall run, you just set it to not have that branch and is falling. If you want them to have, the ability to run infinitely, don't worry about that part. But we're gonna worry about that part for now.
We're gonna worry about it.
But okay.
Can we also just set gravity scale to 0 if we want infinite wall run?
Technically, yeah, you could. But yeah. So you could set it to if you want infinite wall run, you could either get rid of the is falling, or even the 0. But yeah. Example of where you'd want an infinite wall run would be again Pseudo-Regalia, how you can like slide along the wall and you don't. Oh, do you actually just descend when you're in? You can do it down the wall, or is it infinite?
You do.
You do? Or was it just minimal? I can't remember now.
It's
Maybe
really small.
Yeah, really small. I guess so. You'd set the scale really small in that case. But in the situation where Pseudo-Regalia was like that, I'd be right. Okay. That's that part done. Right click where? What? Pass me. I think we're going back to the event, Ralph. No? Are we?
No.
Are we?
No.
Are
we slime?
Right click and the background and search for set timer by event. It'd be set function timer by event, or set function by event. Yeah.
Oh.
Set timer by event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. And you want to connect it at the end of gravity scale, at the very, very end of the spaghetti. And off of the event, you want to create event. So you drag off of that and you create event. It'll be the top result of the thing. There you go. Next off of the actual event. The event where it says event. Off of there and just create event. Type and create event. I don't know why for Fade it showed up as just the top. If you guys it didn't.
I searched.
But I think it was still there for you. I think I saw it.
Oh no. Oh yeah, create event. I was right at the top.
Yeah, but God, weird. Okay. And it's all connected. Everything's connected. Cool. Change the select function to stop wall run and change the timer to 3. So where it has the function, you just change it to stop wall run, and then you change that little timer to 3. So the idea behind this, can you guys guess?
If you aren't moving by 3 seconds.
You both, I guess you both. Saying it to everyone was a bad idea. What was yours, Fade?
After 3 seconds, if you're not moving on the wall for 3 seconds, you'll start falling.
And what was yours next?
After 3 seconds, it'll just stop wall running.
Yes to next. Kind of yes. Technically yes for Fade as well. It's not if you've stopped moving. It's just if you've been doing a wall run for that 3 seconds, it's going to disconnect it so that you don't wall run anymore. This is if you wanted to have like a certain amount of time that you could wall run. Again, you'd make this timer a variable. Maybe if you wanted to have a longer wall run, you could just turn it into a variable. That way you can determine how long you can wall run with statistics. Like you increase your wall running ability, it'll allow you to run along the wall longer. And that's why you do it there, so that it'll turn it off after 3 seconds. Yes, that is what I said. I even put that down in my notes.
Learn how to wall run IRL.
I think people can wall run to some degree, but
you do it for parkour a little bit.
Yeah, but you can only do it enough because there's still, pesky gravity.
In physics,
physics.
Your steps would push you away a bit.
Laugh in the face of physics. Okay.
I ask because for some reason, just doing this lesson, doing the wall run and wall jump, I've very many tangent. I just remember someone back in my high school days, like we were watching some movie, and I was like, oh, why couldn't they just in this one moment still doing weird backflips to go up a floor? Like they're scaling a building, they're doing backflips. One, I'm like, there's another wall. Why couldn't they do like a wall jump or something? And they're like, oh, because that's impossible. You can't do that. And for some reason, this is just reminding me of it. I'm like, could I go back to this person in today's day of age, be like, ha, you're wrong, idiot.
Yeah, there's plenty of times when I'd like to go back and rub it in people's faces. You always come up with the best wins to arguments in the shower.
Yep.
Okay. You know how I said there's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours?
Yeah, we're at the hour and a half.
Oh, it's already done. Yay!
How far in are we, if you were to guess?
We're coming up to the end of just the wall run.
Oh.
Wait,
is that like 10 minutes?
Did I? Hang on. No. This is just the wall run part. Okay, cool. Okay. Well. Okay. Wait. Demo. Okay. Did that off of the thing. Did that. Okay. You want to create a new boolean. So where you've got your variables on the left side, there's a section for variables. You want to create a new boolean, or a red thingy, and that's automatically created a boolean for you. Good. And you want to name it is wall running. And you can put a question mark there if you want. I usually like to do that for questions, but most booleans are just questions anyway. Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. You want to alt drag that onto the graph and connect it to the end and set it to true. Yeah, you can just drag it onto the execute as well, and it'll connect it up immediately as well. And you want to tick it so that it's true. Very end spiral. There you go. Cool. Ticket, make sure it's true. Cool. Good. Drag. Okay. You want to drag it next. So at the very start of this function, you want to drag that same variable next to it, but you want to be getting it this time. So if you go to the left side of your this little function, where there's the purple node, you want to drag it. Yeah, so you want to be dragging that is wall running to the over to the left side. But no, sorry, a new one. You don't want to be dragging you don't want to be doing a set. You want to be doing a get. So don't alt drag it. You want to just normally drag it, and you just want to get. Cool. It needs to be next to the falling node, which it should be next to the falling node. Okay. Off of the is falling, You see how it's already connected, but you want to drag off of the is falling, the red thing, and you want to type in and you want to do and boolean. Yep. And then you want to connect that is running boolean that you made into the B pin of that and node, and then you want to replace that the connections of the you want to do the connect. You want to put the and node into the branch. So if you've got reroute nodes, you connect to the reroute nodes, but it needs to be going into the branch. Yeah, cool. You've disconnected the sorry, you've got a lot of reroute nodes, so you could put it into your reroute nodes. That way, like that, just like that. Gucci. Got all the red spaghetti. Yeah. Because that branch can only have one input, so this is a way to say, oh, but I want two conditions. I want to be falling and is wall running. So it will only ever go into this node if those two conditions are met. Cool. Compile and save. I'm gonna keep saying compile and save just to buy time. As I remember where we are in the thing.
He's replacing editor.
Okay. Did that. Into the thing, drag it and thing. Off of the is falling, did that. Connect it to the branch. Oh. Oh, okay. Small little error. It's off of the is wall running boolean that we created. You need to do a not boolean. So you just type in not bool, and then connect that into the and node instead. Yeah, okay. My bad on that one.
Not equal?
Just the not boolean
No.
is what you want. Not, yeah. Cool. We're all connected. Cool. Is warning into the not. Okay, cool. Compile and make sure is wall. Okay, you want to set is wall running to a default. So if you click on is wall running, you just want to make sure that it is set to false. So sometimes it likes to create to set it to true. Sometimes it'll create.
Hello? Oh no.
You're good. No, you're all good. Not the eyeball. Just wanted to say, where it says default value is wall running, and there's a little checkbox. You just want to make sure that that's blank because you don't want it to be set to true.
Yeah.
Okay. Event back. So back to the event graph.
Event graph.
You want to alt drag is wall running onto the graph and put it at the end of event on landed. Wait, so I've actually so this is where I think we did need to. Okay, let's tidy this. Let's make this make sense. Disconnect the event on landed. And you want
connect.
Yeah, so alt click the thing, and you want to copy the stop wall run node, and then paste another version of it, so that you can connect the event on landed to that one. Just through the executes, and then the is wall running set needs to be on the end of that. So there was a reason to copy and paste it. It was in there before, but I didn't listen to myself. Okay, we're real good. Cool.
As a question,
Hmm?
wouldn't it still work to have this set after stop wall run? Like, because it would, no matter what, just be setting this as false. Like, you're not wall running anymore.
I think so. If we go back to stop wall running, there is no condition for it, and I believe the idea is that we don't want it to be we don't want it to set that until you land, is what I understand, because landing implies your character hits the bottom of the player, hits the ground. Say you're running along a wall and then you want to jump over to another wall, it will still consider you. You'll then like jump over to the other wall, and you can still be considered wall running on that wall now. Whereas if you set it to stop wall, if you put it in the stop wall running, it would disconnect you, and you wouldn't be able to wall run again. Is what I believe. Why we do it this way? We only want to turn that bully into false when we land, and that's the reason why it's set up that way.
My understanding was that when we were turning on is wall running was during, like, to be like, oh yeah, we're now wall running. We're now going to change gravity so that we're not falling as much. Like, that was my understanding, but
yeah, I think it is just more for if you wanted to like chain wall runs, so you're not just because if you like immediately turn your gravity back to 1.75, you would start dropping dramatically. This gives you that airtime to be able to like jump to a new wall, jump to
the wall.
Yeah, so you're jumping off of the wall, so you get that extra, airtime. Okay, playtest. Compile, save, playtest. You can press the little. You don't need to go back to the third person map. You can just press the plus button whenever you're in a thing. But you can just go back to the thing. But either way, it's potato. So just try running up against a wall and just try and like.
No, I just fall straight down.
I flew.
Yeah, you flew and died. What's
Mine isn't working, teacher.
Okay. Oh, we needed to see that error. Maybe that was because
just because I died. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, if I press escape, you can see it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's because I died.
Yeah. So what's gone wrong?
Mine didn't work
because can you Spiral or Fake? Can you open up your one so I can compare?
Yep.
We just want to be on the event graph. So many errors. Because it's trying to get the main UI. Spiral. It's trying to get the main UI and it's trying to get a reference of the player character from the main UI on every little instance of the UI. So that's why it's giving you that error. You try to set it so that you would only get a reference if you have a valid reference if they're alive. What is the reasoning for this not working? So if you both go into the check for wall run.
Check for all.
.8. That's fine. Can you go to start wall run?
Start wall run.
Okay. Can you zoom in a little bit closer, Fade? And see what the.
Yep.
Okay. What's going on here? Runs there. The Plankin's rate normal. Okay. If next, can you
Can I
press?
see the?
Hmm?
Well, can I see the very final set on your one? Fade.
This one?
Okay, yeah, your one is ticked as well. So I hit play. If I jump against a wall.
Okay. Here's a debugging tip. See, so Alt Tab. So you go back to thing without closing the wall. Up the top where it says on the, just keep going up. Or you bring your cursor upwards, and then the left, the side where it says debug. Click that little drop down menu where it says no debug object selected. Click the player BP. Now go back to your event graph. You want to go back to your event graph, and you want to go to the game and then try. Okay, so this is how you visually see how things are going. It's just not. It is kind of.
Yeah.
It's hitting it, but it's immediately. Can you do the same fade so we can see? Always errors, isn't there? There's always.
All right.
It's always my game is bugged. Sorry.
Can you walk me through it? I was getting the hardware.
Don't go to third person map. You want to go to the where the green play button, and then in the middle of the top. Cool. Move that slightly out the way, and then you want to click the no debug object selected, just in the middle area ish, the top. Go a little up right, a little bit right, a little bit right. That one.
This one.
Yep. Click that, and then go player BP, and then go back to the event. Go to event graph.
Oh, event graph.
Okay, good. And then go back to the game.
Game.
And move it. Move the window so we can see what's going on behind. A little bit.
Oh,
You don't have to worry about like actually fully seeing the gameplay. You're just trying to debug right now. Just try and walk up against a wall and wall run. Okay.
I don't know if I'm exactly wall running. I'm kind of just flying up the wall.
Yeah. This isn't refined yet. This is just what it should be doing.
I got you.
Why is Nix's not?
To check the wall.
Because it's only checking for the act. Wait, so it's only checking for the actor right vector or like the right or left. So that's what it's trying to look for. So
yeah,
try running alongside the wall. Does it activate anything? Don't run at it. You want run like parallel with it and jump and like try and hit the wall that way. It is going into it. It's just not activating your start wall run. Okay, like it's not doing stuff in your start wall run for some reason. Okay.
I'll go into that one. Okay, so something to do with is falling.
Oh, it's because you've got. Okay. You've done the knot for the wrong thing. That's what it is. You need to put that knot for the bottom one, not the top one. Yeah. There you go. You can't edit it while it's running, so that's. Yeah. There we go. That's how you can visually debug what your code is doing. It's a very, very handy thing. Being able to visually see the code being actioned in live like that. That should hopefully. There we go. Got there.
Yeah.
Cool. We got. Oh, and dead. Okay.
I still love that chibi thing from Peak. Like the
the chibi doki thingy.
Yeah, they was like, "Hey guys," and they grabbed the wall. Was like, "No!" They're just a very real scream. You're like, "Are you okay?"
I need to put my jumper on because it's getting a little chilly. Hello, Suba. welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. We're teaching game dev and finding all sorts of fun things.
Last night, Super said they say hi to the best person last, and they said hi to me first this time.
Wow. We're just. I'm teaching my friends here how to game dev Super. We're learning Unreal Engine, and we're doing tremendously. No panic and nothing wrong at all, right? Right.
Nothing like that.
Okay. So you guys remember I said it was going to be a 4 to 5 hour stream, right? I didn't. 2 to 3.
I remember we finished this so fast. I might have
4 to 5 hours, right?
Wait, 4 to 5 hours in the text document? Man, we're gonna be here past midnight.
Show me the receipts. You can't.
It is past midnight.
It is.
Jeez.
So
Time zones.
What did we need to fix?
So that's the that's that. That's the wall run that we've got set up, and we still need to refine it. Obviously, as you can see, how you guys are going just off into space.
I like being the bug test person because someone on YouTube is going to be watching. They're going to do the same error as me and be like, "Why is mine not working? This tutorial is terrible."
Don't worry.
I'm the test person saying no. Here's an error. And they're like, oh wow, this person, I'm so glad they got this.
Slime was planning to cut all this.
I don't want to insult
them. Yeah. I was about to say I'm gonna make everyone look good. I'm gonna make everyone look good. We're gonna nail this first try. So can we all say that together? Damn it, we did it! First try, everyone!
Woo!
Woo!
Everything worked as intended.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby, that's what we're talking about. Okay, we gotta refine this thing. It's
alright.
To be fair, that was the longest part of that section anyway. The rest are all a little smaller chunks, so
that means Slime's saying we're gonna speed through this right now. Note it down.
100%. We've warmed up now. We know what we're doing. Right?
Editor.
Jeez. When editors just pass as future you.
Yeah. I love just screaming out editor and then watching it back. I'm like, wait, that's me. But in this case, it's not me, so it has a purpose.
Fair. Okay, we want to be in player BP. Player BP.
Player BP.
You want to be over by the jump. Yeah, you want to be on the player thing, event graph, and you want to be where the jump node is. So you want to go wherever our jumping is. You can do the little search thing. There you go. You found it. You all found it. Cool. For some reason I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know why it shows up for next. Right? No, it's a window. I think it's if you go window in the top file menus. There's file, edit, asset all the way up top there. There's window in the top left areas. There should be a thing for it, I believe, that allows you to find results. Find results is the thing you want to do to be able to find things. Find results. Yeah, that allows you to just type in jump and it'll just jump you to jump, or jump you to any instance.
Oh, I'm at jump.
Yeah, you're at jump now. So handy.
Wasn't there before? Yeah. Editor.
Thanks, Fade. You got me.
I got you.
Nice. Okay. You want to branch it up. You want to make a branch with B and left click, and you want to put it in between. Are we in placing mode macro and the jump node? So in between the triggered and the are we in placing mode, you want to put the little branch in between there.
What?
So off of the jump,
I see it.
Off of the jump triggered. Oh wait. Okay, no. Fade, your one's connected differently. I don't know if that was Can you expand your little thing? You want to plug it into started. So just drag that triggered. You can control drag the triggered execution.
Oh.
Or just disconnect it. But you want to do do start. You want to do started.
Oh, I see.
But it wants to be in. But you want it to be in the branch. Yes.
Well.
There you go. Cool. Next, you want it to be. It wants to be before Are We in Placing mode.
Oh, I thought you said after. Like B said between Are We in Placing mode and jump, and I saw this function called jump.
Wait.
Not this function called enhanced input.
Are you right?
Function.
I think you're right, actually.
I'm gonna reconnect what I had now.
Over by jump. Put between Are We in Placing mode macro and okay. I thought I was meaning the jump trigger. My bad. That's my bad. You want it to be the false going into the branch, and then the true going into the kicked.
No,
jump to false. False. You want the false? Yes. You want the false to jump. Yes. Sorry.
What?
Ask me. You want to drag the is okay. So wait. Spiral. You want to put the false of the Are We in Placing mode into the branch. Yep. And then the false of that branch into the jump. Cool. So now we want to grab that boolean we made. So there is wall running boolean on our variables little section of variables. Drag it and drop it straight onto the condition, and it'll automatically plug it all in for you. The condition of the branch. Cool. And it's explaining that we are telling the difference between a normal jump and a wall jump. So we're trying to. Everyone may need to make space for this, so it may get a bit cramped for your little areas in your comments there, but we'll try and hold it through this. But yeah, because a jump node just tells it's based off of when you're on the ground and you're jumping. But if you want to jump while you're in the middle of the air, like a double jump, or even just what we're doing right now, a wall jump, you need to be doing something different, which is going to be right click at the background, and you want to launch character.
Launch character.
There are situations.
Sorry, I'm making a joke.
Yeah, so we're doing a launch character because this doesn't need you to be on the ground. This allows you to just be do it. This is a double jump. Think of this as like a double jump as well. Like if you're in the air, you can jump again while you're in the air, and then you can set it up so that you can only do like one double jump, two jump. Okay, but all good, super. Okay. That is why we are doing this to determine the two different ones. Because when you're wall running, you want it to be doing this wall jump instead. What I think we'll do, we'll make this a little bit cleaner. Cut that launch character, just Control X. And you want to just
Control X.
Control X, just to cut it, just so you got it. And move to a little bit, move to where you've got a little bit more space. You're not so cramped in there. So like go to a new section. This way, just anywhere to the right, Fade.
Okay.
And just paste it in the middle of space there. This will just be like a way of how you can then fly these off into other areas. And you just want to right click the background and just do a custom event.
Custom event.
Yeah, and then you want to just name that one wall jump. This might come back to bite me when I'm explaining things, but we'll do this anyway. Just connect that execute up to that execute, so that we've got that. And then if you go back to the jump node, that we the jumping event, you want to do off of the true, you want to do a wall jump. You just type in wall jump, and it'll be calling the event that you just created. That way you can, just this is how you want to call. You can call events that are inside of the character, and it's gonna free up a little bit of space and put it over there, and then we can just keep everything localized to just this wall jump here. I feel like maybe that'll be a bit nicer. Hopefully. Okay, we did that. You want to drag the character movement onto the graph, so the character movement is in the top part. We've got components on the top left. We've got the character movement at the very bottom of that little list.
One?
Yep, you're grabbing that.
Drag it to where?
Just next to the launch character, the wall jump event.
Oh, okay.
No, Fad. You want to be on the right side. So you want to be where your wall jump is. No, the event itself, not the one that you've called.
The event itself.
Over to the right, to the right.
Here.
Yeah, yes. You want to be over there.
I see.
Yes. Because that's your event. What you created before was just calling the event. They're called calling. It's calling. Is this AutoCAD? Nah, this is Unreal Engine 5. Cool.
Like a phone, the red is when you're calling someone, and the blue is when you receive a call.
Pretty much, yes. That is how. Wait.
Yeah.
No, red is receiver. Blue is blue. Yeah. flip that around. Flip that around. Red receiver. Blue caller. Yeah, that's the one.
I practiced that in my head, and I got it wrong. Aww.
It's so good. You can have half a gold star for getting it half right, just in the wrong order. Okay. Okay. Off of that, you want to. So off of the character movement, you want to do plane constraint normal. And you want to do a multiply off of that.
Or set.
Get. I assume. Yes. Off of that. Okay, so. Okay, wait 1 sec. Not that one spiral. You want the get plane constraint normal. Not the origin. Yeah, that one. Good. All Gucci. Off of that, you want to do a multiply. So just drag off of the yellow and type in multiply, or use a asterisk for multiply. Either way. And off of that, you want to do an add node. So just drag off that and do an add.
Off of the return?
Yes. So Fade. You want to do a multiply first? Off of the return value, do a multiply, and then an add.
Off of the multiply.
Yes. Okay. On that add node, you want to change the z, which is the third number of the plus of the add node. You want to change that to 350. Because this is
350 or
3.5? 350. 350.
Okay.
Oh.
3.5 would be a very pitiful jump. Because this is your Z is your up and down. So this is going to be sending you up 350 units. And then you connect.
That's still wild to me that Unreal Z is up and down. Because with both Maya and Unity, Y is your up and down.
Yeah, they all have their own little quirks that like to throw you off on these things. Can't have just normalcy. Always frustrating.
Make you buy tutorials.
Okay. Connect that plus node to the launch velocity. That launch velocity is the yeah, that's the math for telling you to go upwards. Okay, for the multiply node, you want to change the B pin of the of that thing. So right click the yellow pin of the multiply node on the left side. Yep, and you want to turn it to a single float precision. Two float, single precision. Cool. I think I explained it last time that if you try to change it now and then you try to plug it into the add, it would just change it back to a vector, a three numbers. So this is why you have to do connect it first, then change it. Unreal changed that over the time. I don't know why. It annoys the heck out of me. Because I always it's one of those things that you slightly kind of forget, and then like when it happens, like and then, you know. Okay, you want to change that to 1,000. So that little green variable thing needs to be 1,000.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what the math here is. I would love to explain why, but we're on the z-axis. That's why we can't explain why. So the stream is final. Well, I'll still be doing game dev streams as well. So if everyone's always wanted to just pop in just to see and make things, it's always I'm always up for it.
I'd be willing to come in at times, be like, oh yeah, I'd be work alongside you.
Code dev streams. Fun.
Relive the good old days, drinking whiskey and wine.
Okay. It's too bad.
Jedi.
Doing code dev streams. Always fun. Drag the stop wall run onto the graph and connect it to the true execute of what? What's the true execute?
The one from earlier.
Okay, the true. Okay, it's of the true execute of. Okay. Let me check. So on the jump event, with the jump event, we've got the thing. You wanted to drag the. I keep losing my position. Why do I keep looking away? I need to highlight things to remember where I am. So, okay, you want to drag the stop wall run onto the true where the wall jump event is. Sorry, where the call of the wall jump event is. So after wall jump, you want to just drag that over to there and then put it on the true. Spiral, your wall jump is not on the right true. You want it to be on the second true with the branch. So we've got wall jump down the bottom there. You've got that wall jump. You want that to be connected to the true of the branch, not the are we in placing mode? Yeah, there we go. And then you go into the are we? Was it stop? We don't go off of that into stop wall run. So off of wall jump. You want to do stop wall run. There we go. Cool.
Is this right?
Oh, we're in Edge. I didn't even realize. Back from Edge. It says there's apparently 2 more ads going.
I assume it gets very few ads.
Yeah.
The way they live, people aren't paying for Twitch ads.
Yeah, I think I get that situation too because I don't get that many ads. Like, I think it just comes down to like how much ads there are on the ad pool as well sometimes. Yeah. Maybe that's why I got that. They literally must have run out of ads when they showed me that commercial break in progress.
The thing is, be glad because when the Switch 2 came out, in a 3-minute ad break, I had 5 of the not exact same, but like 5 ads for the Switch 2 being like, wow, Switch 2, get it now. Wow, Switch 2. Now with a camera. Switch 2, you want Mario Kart only on Switch 2.
I had that.
Hey guys, premium. I'm like, why?
I had that moment. I had that moment with when I was at work. we were like packing things up, and I was just watching One Piece on Crunchyroll, and every single ad was Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or whatever it was. I think it was whatever number it was. Every single ad, and it just kept playing the same ad every time. And you think about how many episodes there are of One Piece, and like, you know, it got a little bit on my nerves where I was like, I'm never gonna play this game because it's just constantly at my throat with this ad. I don't even know if I've seen the good games, but like, yeah, I just got really annoyed with the same ad over again.
I have an odd, very small, like minor question. So, like you said with work, I'm guessing this was like a potentially game debby stuff.
No, it was the company was folding, and they didn't care what I was doing.
Okay. Okay. No, I was just curious because I worked at an animation studio. Like everyone would have like Watch Mojo's top 10 lists or something like on the second monitor, so they had something to listen to while they worked. But I had a coworker annoyed at me because I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, and they were like, "You're not meant to be watching shows." I'm like, "You guys are watching Watch Mojo and other like gameplay of video games. What's the difference that I have Yu-Gi-Oh playing in a very small screen just so I can listen to it?"
Yeah.
But I was just curious if that was a similar vibe that you had. That's all.
Nah, it was basically that yeah. Without getting too much into details, it was I was doing very monotonous work, and at the time, and I was allowed to just watch it because it was otherwise I'd just be sitting there doing that monotonous work, and it really was the most monotonous work. It was so frustrating. But yeah,
I feel like if you're doing your work, and who cares if you're watching Yu-Gi-Oh on the side, you know?
Yeah, there are people who do care, but you know, yeah.
I've got too many horror stories about that place. I worked there for 7 months, and it doesn't feel like I feel like I was there for way too long. I won't get into it now. Anyway, we'll continue.
Don't worry, I'm definitely not. You compile and save, compile and save, compile and save. Just do that 5 times over.
Yeah. He's lost.
So we drop the stop ball onto the graft and connect it to the true execute, and then connect. No, we don't have to connect. Yeah, don't worry about that. Go back over to the launch character, and where it says Z override. You want to
Z override?
Yep, you want to check that box, the Z override box. This is basically to stop, I believe it's to when you're going downwards in Z, it's going to stop your momentum in that direction, and then it's so you can still it resets your momentum. If you can imagine, it just zeroes you out, so that like if you were falling at 500, you're now falling at 0, and then it'll do the launch, so that like you're not getting a very pitiful launch. Like if you try to do it without the Z override, it's gonna just calculate the falling momentum as well. So it'll be a very pitiful jump. That's the reasoning behind that. Okay. Compile and save. Compile and save. Compile and save. Alt drag is while running Boolean to the end of the launch character and set it to false.
Wait.
So,
Alt drag what?
There is wall running Boolean. So your is running Boolean.
Oh, I got you.
You want to alt drag it over to the end so that you get a set. And then you want to set it to false. Oh, it's already set to false, so you just connect it up.
And like compile and save.
And you can compile save.
Can we get a sound alert for your stream that just says compile and save?
So like did someone's just save? You know, you gotta save. Just compile and save. We'll consider it. only if it's said by the voice actor from Halo announcer, that dude. Compile and save.
Compile and save.
I forget his name. He's epic.
Is he on Cameo?
Yes, he does a lot of cameos.
I wonder how much it costs because I would definitely. When's your birthday?
I'm all good on that. I'll do it as an event, as a thing. Okay. Right click and search for get velocity. Off of that, you want to get a vector length as well. Straight off of that, you want to get vector length. Oh, sorry. Off of that, vector length of the return value, and off of that, you want to multiply. And you want to set it to 1.5. And then you want to plug that. Yep, 1.5. And then you want to plug that into the multiply that we did before, that comes off of the plane constraint normal. So the wait. Yes. So with the green to green, the right side green, Carl. Sorry. Yes, correct. Sorry. It's a little hard to see with the windows being something because it's compressed a little. Plug that into multiply. That comes with a thing. All Gucci. This is going to make it so that it pushes off the wall. Is based on how fast you're going. So the faster you're going, the bigger the push off the wall, is what it says. Dang it! Oh, links are disabled, unfortunately. I can look at it. I'll see it later. Thank you for clipping. I'm assuming it was a clip. Select and duplicate a wall. Okay, so you're gonna go to the third person map. So you want to go to the third person map. Compile and save as well. Compile and save. Keep compiling and saving.
He didn't say it till it's too late.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you want to select one of the outer walls, and
select what?
One of the outer walls. So just click on one of the walls on the side of the arena, there, and you should be able to press. I think it's R for a scaling. You should get little boxes that you can press, and you want to scale it up really high.
Wait, I'm not.
Okay, so yours is off screen right now. Look down. There we go. There you
go.
Yeah. Because it's based off of the origin of that thing. So you want to scale up pretty high, just high as you want, sort of thing. And then you want to duplicate it.
How?
So you can press either Control D or Control C, then Control V. And then it should give you a second one. And then you want to press W for... Is it the W or Q? Yeah, W for a translation. Yep, and you want to move it left from left to right so that you've got a little corridor. Not upward spiral. Yep, go to the thing. We got a little corridor. And then you want to shorten... one of those the wall that you have, so you can have access to that space. So you just so the green, there should be the red one, lets you shorten the wall. The little sorry. You're scaling it, so you want to you want to no you want to do the red one because you're trying to make a passageway so you can get into that hallway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just trying to create a little space that you can like wall jump from one to the other. You don't need a big gap to get in there, but you just want to have a big enough gap so you can actually get in there.
That's what our building is for. We can build our way in.
Next,
you
you've
learned
not
the skills from Fortnite.
have you created a little you need to create a little way to get in.
It's dark in there. Can we light that? Or...
Yeah, it's a little dark in there. Maybe drag it out a little bit further. because you're going to be so you want to have it a little bit further away. So yeah, press W and then you can move it out with the green. Because you want to be able to jump between two walls, so you need a little bit of space so that you can like have enough space to actually jump between the two.
I don't like this wall anymore. I'm gonna go do the other one.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. I think this will work better. And then it's D for duplicate?
Control D.
Control D. Cool.
But guess what? It's Control W in UE4. That didn't get annoying for me.
Wow. That sounds fun.
I've been working in UE4 at the moment.
The wall jump doesn't go up, but that is still cool.
Yeah, it's still got a little
tiny itty bitty bit.
I think it's got a little bit more to refine.
Although I do notice, like, it's on key up for it. So if you hold down space and you let go, you wall jump at that point. Boink, boink, boink.
Yeah, so it's still a little bit more code to go, but
yeah,
I think the idea was just to do that and then.
I like it. Like, I just like to call attention when there's a difference between on key down and on key up.
I can't jump from wall to wall exactly. Or am I?
Boink, boink, boink.
Oh, I am. Oh,
yeah,
you just, I see. You don't have to look. You can just space bar.
Yeah, you don't have to be looking at the wall because it's going off of whatever your left and rights are.
I understand. That's cool.
Did you teach him how to spin? No, we haven't learned how to spin dash. Only dash so far.
Never taught us spin dashing.
Okay. We're going back to the third-person character.
Player BP.
BB. Player BP.
Player BP. Yeah, sorry, it's player BP. You a good Spiral? You're making you're in Forge mode. Start wall run. So go back into the function that's the start wall run. Make sure it's definitely not this. Yeah, definitely make sure you don't get it wrong with the stop wall run. Make sure it's definitely the start wall run, and we're all good. Because you get there's plenty of times I'll do that sort of stuff, silly mistakes. At the very end, so at the end of the end with that bully in there, you want to drag the character movement to the end. So create a new one. Create a new one just so you don't have to like drag a whole line. So just in the character movement in your components tab. And in the left, or you can just Control C and Control V it over. Just this is just to make sure you're not have got lines going all over the place. There we go. Cool. Drag it there. Just at the end. End is good. Off of that, you want to set velocity. Do a set velocity.
Set velocity.
And you want to right click it and the velocity and split struct.
Split struct.
Yep. Then you want to get, so right click and do get velocity.
Get velocity.
And that wants to be on the left side. Yep. You want to put it on the left side because you're going to split that struct as well. Oh, sorry, split that vector. The right click split. Make sure they're both are split.
Yep.
Cool. You want to plug the X and the Y into their reciprocating things of the set. This is saying here. Plug the X and the Y in there. Good. This makes it so that more about going off the wall than scaling up the wall. So it's gonna zero out the upwards velocity of your jump. So you're going to be going back and forth between walls. You would leave it the same if you wanted to have wall riding where you can go up and down, up further. But in this case, we just wanted to have it so that it zeroes out the velocity of the zero, so that you don't get a higher jump upwards. It's more about just going more to the left, more to the right, and you're like able to just jump off of walls. So yeah, plug that into the execute. the is wall running set, plug those executes together with the set of the velocity. This just so compile and save, and just maybe you'll be able to feel what it's like now. So just compile, save, and playtest it just to see what it feels like now with it like that. So like when you're wall running.
No, I gotta make a note of something. I might do an art stream tonight.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not gonna provide you as much upwards momentum, so that you're gonna be it's less
it's
about
more left right.
Yeah, more left right. Yeah,
feels very jerky now, or like way more force because of it. Interesting.
So yeah, if yeah, because boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, that says let them test it. That's that part done. Good.
Although I notice now, if we are running against a wall and jump, we immediately stick to it. There's no upwards. Sometimes. Oh, if you watch my screen.
Oh yeah. It's set up so that you're gonna like stick to it based off of where you
Yeah, start of the wall run.
Yeah. Conditional, you could. I believe.
Wait, tell him you're right. What is slime doing?
That was one. Why are you doing that? It's the jiggle physics. It's literally it's called kawaii physics, and it's what I'm using for the slime army. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I applied it to. I applied it to the slime, and initially it was fine, but over time now it's like having issues where it just like jerks around like this, and I've just been too lazy to fix it. I wanted to keep the slime.
I saw an article about like a developer that made a popular plugin for Unreal. It's like, they regret it. And the image they chose looked like a kawaii physics thing. And I'm still going, you can't tell me the developer of kawaii physics regrets it because of how popular it is, right?
I don't know. Maybe the attention isn't what they wanted. That maybe they just regret that. They unleashed the power, but didn't understand the consequences. But yeah, like that's the reason why I'm all jiggly all over the place when I don't want to be like this. It has to do with the fact that I'm. If I was okay, what I need to do if I wasn't being a little quote unquote lazy about it, I would put the slime directly into the blueprint. So right now we've got the player BP. The player BP is a blueprint, and so the slime army is a blueprint, as well as the slime is a blueprint. That blueprint of slime is just being attached to the slime army's head. Like there's an arrow above the head that's like I'm telling it to set active location every tick to the top of the head, and that's what's causing some of the issues with the jerkiness. It doesn't like the fact that it's like being set there, but there's also I think the fact that I'm counted as falling. It's just doing weird things is what I understand is going on. If that goes over your head, I don't blame you, but like that's the reason why that is. If I wanted to fix it, I would just put the slime into the slime army's environment and attach it to the head directly, and then it should fix it. I'd have to like change a bunch of references of like the hats, the thing, and like there's a lot of things I'd have to do. It seems simple, but it's just a lot of work to refix it. Do as he says, not as he does. Yes, don't do what I do. Oh.
I would jumped up a little tiny gap.
Yes.
Yeah, see, ready?
Okay.
I go here and I go jump, 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 jump.
Instead of that wall jump method, would you like the actual wall jump method?
Oh, there is one here. Hang on, back in a sec.
Oh.
I launched myself off of the world and died. And I don't know how I managed it because I'm not supposed to get height, but I think I hit a corner and it gave me height.
Can you recreate it?
No. You'll watch it in editing.
That's game dev.
I was back. I was just delivered dinner.
Oh,
Ooh.
hopefully it won't get cold. There's only one.
It was like
there's only one section left. No, was it 2 sections?
So I'm gonna find 5 sections.
I'm gonna eat as I follow because I got eggs, bacon, chips, and sausages, and I feel like it's too good not to.
That's fair. That's fair. This is your own, you'll never get a job at AAA. True. Some places are very bad at that.
Yeah, I got into game dev because I actually wanted to be a playtester. I thought it was fun.
But also playtesting can be a little soul sucking. Like you're specifically there to do to find all the bugs. You can have fun with it, and but like you have to be very diligent and like write things down. You can't just say, "Oh, that's funny," and then just move on. But yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, I remember back in my high school days, I really wanted to become a playtester, and I was like, "Oh, Nick, you'll never do it because you need a bachelor's degree to do that." And yeah, it turns out that's a big lie.
Yeah.
But like, I love finding bugs in games and trying to figure out how it would happen and try to replicate it.
Yeah.
Like, there are times when even on stream, like something weird happens. I'm like, hold on, let's do that again. I'm going to continually try to force this to happen so I understand how to do it on command. And I love that in some games. So that's why I always wanted to do it as a job. But
yeah, that's 99% of any percent runs of speedrunning. Just finding bugs is what everyone likes to do there. Okay, there's only quote unquote 14 minutes left of the written tutorial.
I thought Slime was about to say 14 chapters.
No. We've got 7 minutes to wrap the wall right up, and then 7 minutes to do a wall jump, because wall jump apparently is very simple. Okay. This next part is about dropping them if they're going too slow. So like, say you're going too slow in your velocity forward, it'll just drop you off. So you weren't going fast enough. Now you're going to be punished for it. Or if you're wanting that in your game, if you just don't want that, glued this sort of thing. But the event graph. So you want the event graph of the player BP. I just put event graph. I stopped apparently clarifying which event graph, but I know what I'm talking about roughly.
I think you just assumed we'd know at this point.
I assumed I would know at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to find the movement input section. So where you've got the movement inputs, it's named for you. It's a commented out thing. It should just be above the jump area. Hopefully. Looking for a fade.
Or above the jump area.
So
you can use your find results.
Or that too.
Find it.
Or use find results. But sometimes it closes it. I don't know why it keeps closing it. It shouldn't close.
Closes it every time you go to a new blueprint I've found. Or when you relaunch, like it doesn't save all your windows.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
Frustrating. Is there like a check? There's got to be a checkbox that makes it stay there or something.
I think you just got to run the program as administrator for it to save your preferences.
Yeah. Exclamation mark muffin. I do have a muffin hat. That is one of my hats that you can redeem. But I guess at the moment you can't redeem it all. I'll give you the free hat redeem for the muffin. There we go. I forgot I turned the hat off because it makes noise as well. That's why I turned it off. I turned off all the redeems because they make noises. For those wondering in chat. find the movement input section.
Am I
We did that.
in the right place?
Yeah, so you just want the movement input section. So we're all in the
Mm.
movement input section. At the very end, you want to right-click and search Get Velocity. The very end of that big
Very
long
end, right click, get
velocity.
velocity. I'm not spelling anything right anymore.
Off of that, you want to get vector length. So you just type in vector length. So off of the yellow of that, because it's
Same
yellow,
thing as
it's a vector.
before.
You want to look for a vector length, which turns it into green. Off of that, you want to do a less than node. So just a less than, and you want to set that to 200.
200.
Yeah.
Became 20,000.
Yeah, well, basically, velocity is your going forward speed. We're trying to like determine if it's lower than 200, it'll stop. Is what I think is what we're trying to do. We'll find out. Hold B and click for a branch, and then plug that into connect it to the add movement input and connect the less than to the branch. There we go. So executes to executes, branches branches to conditions.
What?
So
This?
execute to the execute of the branch, and then the condition needs to be the less than node. And connect those up. Bam.
Oh.
Organized spaghetti. Okay.
What have you caused?
So after that, you want to drag stop will run after the branch and connect it to true. So your little function, that's the your function, and your functions that you made. You want to get the stop will run
Function.
and then connect it to the true.
True.
That when your velocity is below 200, it's gonna do that. Yes. Fixing. I have a note here. It says fixing so it's not always doing it when you're not going a certain speed. Sure, but we'll go ahead with that. You want to go into the check for wall run function now.
Check for wall.
I don't have a fish hat, unfortunately. You want to double click the function, check for wall, or you go to the tab. Stop losing place. Compile save.
He's lost.
Okay, so similar to the same thing we just did before. We want to do a get velocity and then a vector length. So right click, get velocity, and then after that, a vector length. But this time you want to do a greater than instead of a less than, and then you turn that to 200. Okay, change to 200 off the less than 0.8 below. Oh, sorry, just doing an and boolean. So off of the just do an and. So off of the red, you want to do an and boolean.
Yeah. Boolean.
You want to plug that into the return value of the return node. On the right sides.
Here.
Yep, and then you want to plug the missing link into the B. So you want to do the ABS less than node into the AND node. So the other what was there before goes into the AND node. Oh, so down the bottom, Fade. Down the bottom, how you got the red circle there?
Oh,
that goes into there.
This?
Yeah, because this is again checking for two conditions of what we've defined. What's this? Add 2 new pins to the AND node. So just click that add pin node twice, just for fun. You want to get character movement. So right click get character movement. Oh, sorry. The other thing, you want to drag character movement onto the onto the graph. The one that's in the top and the components on the left.
I see.
Yeah, that one.
It's gone.
You have to scroll down.
It's gone. Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. And is falling. You want to drag off. So you drag off of that, and you want to do is falling off of the character movement.
Okay.
And that gives you a condition, and then you want to connect that to the boolean. And
don't touch me, foolish mortal.
Okay. We'll do this now. Create a new boolean. A little with your variables on the left side. You want to create a new boolean, and you want to call it jumped ? We're doing this out of order because it'll means we don't have to come back to it. Off of that, sorry, drag it onto the graph. This will be the final condition for that AND node. Off of that, an equals node, so you want to do equals. So off of you want to get, sorry. Get.
Okay.
And then you do an equals node off of that. Just a equals, and connect that to the last pin of the AND node. And you want to check that, so you want to click it and hit check on the B pin, so that it's considered. Is jumped equal to true? Is what it's. Have you jumped? True. Good. Gucci. Now we'll go to the event graph. So back to our event graph and WAF. Where your event on landed is. We go to event on landed. And
where on event graph?
Find results. It should be by what is it by?
What do you want me to find in results?
It's by your event
hit.
Yeah, so probably at the bottom of everything. It's the event hit that we did at the start. So
we're doing
back to the the event hit. So probably spiral. Are you Gucci?
No.
Where's your event hit? The stuff that we started today. It's placing items. Can you zoom out? Oh, it's over there. We found it. Okay. So we want to be over here because we want to off of This is the on landed. Is off of is wall running. Put a delay. Okay, yes. Off of the set is wall running. With that one, you want to type in delay. So not the actual the execute, off of the execute. Sorry.
Oh. Delay.
It's always hard because I'm looking at one person's preview, and then maybe the other two are doing it right, and I say, but you guys could be doing it right, and then because I'm like having to keep track of 3 things, it's hard. It's a delay of 0.2, so that's all good. After that, you want to alt drag the jumped node that you just created, the jump boolean that you just created. So you want to, on your variable, you want to alt drag it over to the end of that, and then hook it up. And make sure it's set to false. Gucci. And then make sure it's set to false. Good, it's not ticked. Compile and save. Over by the jump input, so we're going back to jump over to jump. You want to add, after the jump node, false branch. So yeah, on the, yeah, Not clear. Over by the jump input, after the jump node of the false branch, add a delay of 0.3, then the boolean and mark it true. So probably after the jump node itself, yeah, put 0.3, yeah, delay 0.3, and then set the boolean of jumped to true. You have to compile and save, yes, and make sure it's set to true. Check for wall function. So you want to go to our check for wall function. Never mind. We're right. We did this before. Actually, okay. I'll read the notes out now. This gives a small delay before it will consider doing a wall run. So like there will be just a small bit of delay when you're like hitting the wall, whether it will consider to do a wall run. So that you can like maybe play an animation, do something to like make it so that you're like checking for that condition. You could also add in another input for this. If you held shift, you would do a wall run. So like if you held shift and ran up against a wall, it would commence the wall run. You don't always automatically wall run every time you hit a wall. So that's just adding another condition. You'd add another pin. You'd be like shift held, and it would set a thing to yes, you want a wall run. Then it will commence a wall run. Compile save test. that should be the section for wall running. That's basically what that is. I have a fishing mate. I do have a mini game. I've got 2 mini games for stream. They're not polished because I decided to turn one of them into an actual game. So you should be able to see now that like when you're wall running, there's a bit of a delay between when it will consider the actual ability to wall run, and then it's only a 0.2 and a 0.3 delay between it, but like that's enough so that like it fixed some of the issues, I believe is what it was. It was about refining it and polishing it just a little bit so that it wasn't.
I know that with one of my notes was that it's on key up, it'll commence the jump, and so it commences the wall jump on key up, but the regular jump is on key down. Wall jump is both key down and up. So sometimes when you jump against the wall, it would immediately wall jump you.
Yeah.
That's what I know. So that did fix it.
Oh, cool.
See YouTube tutorial people, he bug fixed it. You don't get that with every channel.
Well, Ryan Laley bug fixed it.
Like and subscribe.
Okay. I didn't write it down. I don't think this was Ryan Laley's, but I think it was another. It could still be Ryan Laley's. This might not be his. It could be someone else. I'll credit in post if I'll have to look it up.
Editor.
Yeah. That was bad of me.
I
don't think it was. It could still be the same. Maybe not. Okay. The last 7 minutes of the section. We could still clear this in 3 hours. We could still do it. We could still have a game dev stream in under 3 hours. Let's get on it, shall we? Just double time. BP third player BP viewport. You want to go to the player BP's viewport so you can see the character model and all that stuff there.
Viewport.
Cool. You want to select the look arrow component. Wait, what? Okay, we do have a look arrow, right? We want to duplicate
We have
that.
the look arrow and PP arrow.
PP. What was the PP arrow? Placing.
I don't know.
What? PP arrow. I can't remember.
I think it's a placement arrow. It's just called the arrow component, and it's blue. I call it the PP arrow because it's.
Oh, that's. I think that's the. Okay, the bottom arrow component is the built-in one for the character, but I like to make my own ones because I like to move them around and whatnot. Name it wall jump arrow, and you want to move it more to the center of the body, so like kind of below the waist-ish.
Wait, am I adding a look arrow?
You should duplicating it. Did I say to duplicate it? Or did I just tell you to rename it?
You said duplicate.
Okay. Okay, duplicate it and name it wall jump arrow. This is going to be awkward now that we have a wall jump event because now I knew this would come back to bite me. You move it to the more the center. You want it to be more like at the center so that like it's below the waist. So that like when you're like your character is jumping off, they're not going to be jumping off from the head's position. It'd be more for like where the legs are. You could probably have it more to the lower part of the body, like somewhere below the lower part of the body makes sense for where you want a jump to be. You could have it at the feet as well, but like just keeping it below is probably what you want.
I think about the knees, technically speaking, with where your feet would go in a jump.
Yeah. It just needs to be, but just visually, it's better for it to be lower. Okay. We did that. You want to create a new wall? New wall? Sure. Create a new function. New function. So the little.
Can I make a new wall instead?
We'll start with the functions first. So plus for new function, and you want to name it check for wall jump. You want to drag. Okay, this must be still Ryan ladies because we're using the same boolean. Unless I decided to, work it together. Drag the jumped boolean that we made. Yeah, check for wall jump. Okay. Oh. Boolean. What? Into function. Wait. Okay, I look. I thought I was actually having a stroke there. It says drag jumped boolean into function because I double typed that. That's why I was having issues there. Okay, it's there. Hold B to create a branch. You want a branch? B to branch. You need to drag your jumped into the event graph. Your jump boolean.
My jump question mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
And connect them together. Connect it all. Executes to executes. Jump to condition. So triangles to triangles. Reds to reds. Okay. We've. I have a note saying here we've done this before, but here's a refresher. We did this like 4 months ago. Okay.
We've done it before. It's not wrong.
Yeah. I said test them to see if they can make a line trace by channel. Do you guys think you can do that?
What?
No.
Words
Okay. Don't worry. Right click search for line trace by channel. You want the line trace by channel, and you connect it to the true on the branch. And then you want to drag the component wall jump arrow onto the graph. So the same way you do character movement at the top part. You want to drag the wall jump arrow onto it. Oh god, Notepad, why do you keep jumping all over the place? You're messing me up. Onto the graph. Off of that, you want to get world location, and then connect that to the start of the trace. So get world location. That's not the right thing. Next, you want to get world location.
I typed in get world location, and normally when I hit
Yeah.
enter, it does the one it's typing in. So
I don't get why sometimes it just doesn't have it on the thing that people are going to be more using anyway. There are some situations where
why highlight this is what you're typing, but we're not going to select the one that's highlighted.
It's a little stinky. And yeah.
It's the equivalent of going shopping and someone's like, oh, can you grab that for me? And you're like, oh, which thing on the shelf? And you put your hand over, say, the chocolate. And like, yeah, that. And you're like, oh, okay. Then you grab a bag of chips.
Like, yeah, UE5's got some weird UI stuff sometimes. Off of the wall jump arrow, you want to get forward vector. And then off of that, get forward vector, and off of that you want to do a multiply, and then off of that you want to do an add node, and then you want to change that B pin of that multiply to a single float position by right clicking it, so the actual little thing, and then change it to a single float, a two float single precision. Cool. Speedrunning. Compile save. I look over just to make sure everyone's doing it, and then I lose track of where I was. Change it to 50. Change that little thing to 50. It's only going to be just a bit in front of you. However much you want it to be is up to you in the game, and connect it to the end of the trace. So connect the plus node to the end node thing. Yes, there. So wait. What have I done? What have I done wrong? Oh, right. No. And you connect the get world location into the B pin of the add node. So get world location goes into the B pin of the add node. Yep, all good. We are Gucci. We are.
I don't like these lines crossed.
Well.
Can I?
No, you can't. I don't think you can. I think
it should, because I'm still adding these two numbers together. It should work.
We'll see. Hopefully, I think it does. I think because
it should, because it's still just like 100 plus 50 is going to be 150. No matter which way you put the two numbers around, it should work.
Yeah.
I think it's only division that would suffer.
Where are we up to? Off of the traces. Okay, so off of the line trace, you want to drag off of the hit, and you want to do break hit result. Off of out hit. And then off of that blocking hit, you just do a branch. So just either type in branch or click and do a branch. Either way.
Ooh, where am I?
Gucci. Okay, you want to create a new boolean. So we're creating another new boolean, another variable, and this one's going to be called wall jumping. And you want to alt drag that onto the graph and duplicate it for both the true and false. Add one to true and one to false, and mark the true path as true and the false path as false. So make sure that, yeah, good. Back to the event graph.
As a quick thing, we do connect up line trace by channel to the branch, right?
Yeah, make sure it's all connected on the
executes. I brought that up because I looked up and I saw that Spiral and Fade didn't
okay,
have
we
it
didn't.
on
Okay, we
there,
didn't.
so I
Okay,
thought,
yeah.
did I
Yeah,
assume?
my bad. Yep,
And
connect the executes. So connect the triangles at the very end there, Fade. You need to connect the triangles.
Oh, I see.
The
Alright,
executions, yeah.
I'm learning.
I was looking over the left, so I missed that. I'm looking to where the notes were, and compile and save, compile and save, compile and save. Where we? Oh god. Wait, what did I do? Oh, down there. Okay. Event graph. So you want to be in the event graph, and you want to go to a. Do we have a tick event? So if you're gonna have to find results for this one, because I don't remember if we used a tick event for other things. You just type in tick with the find results.
Event tick.
Okay, we do have
speed.
a tick. Yeah. That's why we have it for speed. So if you do go up to window spiral. Oh, you found the. Oh, there's a. Okay, that's where it is. That's where Spiral found the button. Okay, where you've got the compile button, there's 2 buttons over it. Just says find. That's the find results button. That'll open up the find results thing rather than go to the window. That one clicks it. Good. Nice. We found tick. Thank you, Spiral. Saving the day. Tick event. You want to add a new pin to the sequence. So there's a sequence there. That's got the then 0, then 1. You just want to add another one. Time to get messy with our spaghetti. We want to drag check for wall jump onto the graph and connect it to the third execute. So yeah, with the check wall jump is the function. A little bit up, Fade.
Function.
Check for wall jump up. There we go.
I see.
And then connect that to the then 2. You got that, Nix? Yep, cool. Everyone's Gucci. By the jump input, so we have to go over to the jump again. So we need to find. You want to go to where your jump is. So either find results or just locate jump. It should be close enough to the movement, I think. Or yeah. But we got our jump events. Add a new branch off of the wall running branch leading to jump. off of the wall running branch leading to jump. Huh. Okay, so off of. Add a new branch.
Wall jump or the jump?
Question mark.
Oh. I see it. I think it's the. I say. God. Past me. I'm gonna fire you now. Did that. No. Add a new branch off of the wall running branch leading to jump. Connect the false back to jump. So it would be off of the false. So okay, off of the false branch. You want to add another branch in between there. So like you disconnect the one that's there right now, and then just add another branch after the is wall running branch. Add a branch there in between that, and then you want to connect the false up to the branch there. Gucci.
I'm so confused.
Okay, sorry. Okay, little spaghetti. For the branch see how that says branch? You want to disconnect the false, and then you want to put a branch in that space between that branch and the jump there. You have to move some stuff around here. Yeah. And then you want to go from the false to the branch. So So the false of the that branch, that's the first branch going into the second one, and then the second branch needs to go into the jump that was there before. So straight into the jump. Just the false.
The false
one. The false goes into jump. Cool. Good on this end. Good there. And Gucci there. Because this is going to be the actual, not the wall jump that we created for the wall ride. This is going to be the wall jump for the actual wall jumping. Okay. Okay. Drag that is wall running boolean. Wait, what? Is that the right one? Drag that is wall. We already have that though. I'm sorry. It just got very confused. This is supposed to be simple. It's. I think it's supposed to be the wall jumping boolean. Drag the wall jumping boolean into that branch condition. I believe. I think I put the wrong boolean there. So in the condition of the branch, it goes into there. No, we hit the 3-hour mark. We didn't beat it. It's okay. We're so close though. And ads are coming up though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be the wall jump. So you're gonna need. Okay. You're gonna need to make space for a little bit more code for the that true branch. So yeah, be mindful of that. Because you want to get actor rotation. I'll give you a second to just like create some space. But you want to right click get actor rotation. It's not a executed branch thing.
Where did I go?
Into space.
I think so.
Space. Okay, so you want to get actor Nix is in focus mode. Everyone's in focus mode.
Dinner.
Yeah.
I ate the bacon last, and I am just bacon power. It'll run off very quick.
Ads, yes. Unfortunately, ads came in. We'll give you a 3-minute break before we just finish this little tiny bit off. Just.
I am gonna draw you a Simpsons meme.
Hey, now. Is it the one?
And you're gonna love it. You'll be like,
I'm gonna guess. Is it the Marge one with the piano lessons, or not?
Piano lesson.
Okay, I guess not. There's Marge Simpson. I believe he was going to try and make money by. I think it was Marge. Be someone else. It could have been Family Guy. One of the two. They were going to make lessons, teach piano lessons to kids. But I think someone asked them, "But you don't know how to do piano." And it's like, I just need to stay one lesson ahead of them.
I think that was Simpsons. Like Marge says that because I know in Family Guy it was an early plot point that Lois was a piano teacher.
Yeah, but she plays the piano at the start of the theme song as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember there was like the joke of her and Brian saying like having a conversation while a kid does the scales, and they're doing it to the tune, and then they walk off, and I think Stewie comes in, hits the kid. No, I think that's a completely different one. Like I think it's a different episode, and Stewie's annoyed by the kid playing and comes in and attacks him. I know, very early Family Guy made no real sense.
I think at this point you could say, like, yeah, it's like the Simpsons did it, Family Guy did it. You could say that for any situation, and they've probably already, like, made that, done that thing. And you wouldn't even like second guess it.
I'm still amazed by the Simpsons movie. It is the only movie I've ever seen, ever been to, where the audience for some reason gave a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw it when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting." And saw it in cinema. Like, yeah, the credits started rolling. Everyone in the cinema just got started clapping, going, "Yeah!" I'm like, why?
I think it was a good movie. I didn't know it was that worthy, but I don't know if I'm.
No, I do remember though I had a classmate say, "Stay back to the end of the credits for a bonus joke," and everyone's like, "Nah, that's not real." And I remember going with my brother and a couple of his friends to see the movie, and I was like, "Oh, I was told to wait till the very end of the credits." Going, "No, there's nothing there. There's no such thing." And they all left, and like I made the excuse of, "Oh, I dropped my wallet back in my seat. Oh, I'll meet up with you," just so I got that extra minute or two. And then yeah, you get the squeaky teen voice cleaning up the front of the cinema, going, "Oh, 3 years of film school for this." And I was like, "Oh, hilarious!" And then everyone's like, "No, you're making it up. Why would that be a joke? Doesn't make sense." I'm like,
Funny. You have to
yeah,
admit
Marvel
something,
does it. Everyone
Uber.
celebrate.
Yeah. Okay, we're back from ads as well. Okay. Okay. We got actor rotation. And we want to split that into split struct of. Okay, split. So right click it and split it into a thing, and you want to do off the Z pin, and then you want to do an add node, and then you want to set it to 180, and then you want to connect the execute to the line.
Wait, off the Z pin what?
Hang on, here. I'm working this out. This is so. Oh, you're on. No, so you're on set active rotation. You want get active rotation.
Oh.
I wasn't looking up. Which Simpsons, Family Guy, and Rick and Morty.
Not from the true. I just right click and then get active rotation. It doesn't.
Yeah, sorry. I was just reading chat.
Simpsons is hard to get into for current era because the golden age is too slow to get into, and the current age, the humor doesn't hold up. It's more for long-time fans for the current episodes. Whereas if you've fallen off from it, you find it difficult to get into it. Similar with Family Guy. Rick and Morty, I think, kind of peaked around seasons 3, 4. And then it went downhill. Like, it's getting to that same point, especially after the whole, "Oh, I'm an intellectual and you wouldn't get the show." It's way too smart for you. And it's like, no, it really isn't.
Okay, did I? Right click and search. Okay, so now you want to set active rotation. I'll figure this out as we go. Because that didn't make sense there. Right click, search, and get set actor rotation. Then you want to split that thing again, and connect the add to the Z of the set actor rotation. So from the green to the Z, plug the add node to the Z. Set that. Right click and search get actor forward vector. Yep. Off of that, you want to multiply. So off of the yellow, you multiply. Off of that, you add to an add. Off of that, an add node. All right, it's a lot of just like do this right now. just get this cleared up. Off that add node, you set multiply to float. So yeah, you right click and set that B pin. Oh wait, hang on. Spiral.
I'm very far behind.
Yeah. Okay. I was going a little bit too fast, I guess. You want to get active forward vector, and then from the get active forward vector into a multiply. So you want to multiply, and then off of that you do an add node, and then you change that multiplier's B node to a green. You want to turn it into a two float single float position by right clicking it, and then converting it. Cool. Cool. That add node. Okay, off of that you do a. Wait, what? Okay, do a get multiply to. This is confusing. Off the add node, set multiply to float. No, that's not English. I don't know what that is. I'm confusing myself now. I need to full screen this because right click forward vector off of that. Set the multiplier to a float. Did that. Off of the add node, do a launch. Okay, do a launch character. Right click and search for launch character, or drag it off of the thing and launch character. It's the last 4 lines. Oh my god. So that's the launch character. Connect it to the true of the branch. So of the true branch of the wall jump branch. Connect that to the either of the two, and then connect the other to the other. Because I think everyone's got them in different locations right now. The true goes into the set actor rotation or the launch character, then the launch character goes into the set actor. It doesn't matter which way it goes. Wait. Doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
I guess we'll find out.
The true. Okay, put the true into the set actor rotation, and then from the set actor rotation go to the launch character. Okay.
Mine's the other way around, and I'm just going to see if it does matter.
Yeah, I think for safety, let's put the launch character on the after point, just in case it like does something weird elsewise.
But okay, are we going into a playtest moment?
Not quite yet. We need to actually give power to this jump.
Yeah.
So Fade, you need to
I
click
should.
From...
I will do it the way you're saying it because I wanted to give the YouTubers a demonstration.
I'll be cutting it up. Don't worry.
Flexibility.
You want to disconnect your last part with the launch character, otherwise you're going to be having an infinite loop. You've currently got it like looped around. You just need to disconnect that. There we go. Okay.
Oh, me? Or...
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I thought you were talking to someone else. I saw it. I'm like, I need to fix that. As you were talking, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Check Z on the override. So, of the launch character, check the Z.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's again just to reset your falling speed so that you're not going to lose so much momentum when you're going up a wall. Split the struct of the add node. So, wait, what? There's no way to. Of the vector add node. Okay. Yep. Split the struct. Oh my god. Split the of the
what
of
are we
the
splitting?
Of the add node of the add node. Sorry. Right click the add node's B pin and split the struct. So it turns it all into 3 greens. Cool. Oh god. Drag off of the B pin of the multiply and promote it to a variable. Okay, yep. The B pin of the multiply of the first one. Yeah, and then promote to variable, and just call that wall jump power. Okay, almost there. Toot. This is the second to last line. We got this. It's the finish line. It's in view.
So this
and
was
then
wall jump power, wasn't it?
yeah, wall jump power, and then you plug that into the Z of the add node. Because this is so you're going to be jumping off of the wall upwards and you'll be turning around, jumping upwards in a diagonal rather than just jumping off of the wall, and you want to change the default value of that wall jump. Compile and save first. Legitimate compile and save. And then you want to change the wall jump power on the right side. You've got the default values. On the very right side, you got default value. Down the bottom of the right side, change that to 950.
Got the 50 wrapper, not the 9.
That's 950. Alt drag is wall jumping to the end and leave it false. So with the wall jump, you drag it to the very end of that launch character and then you leave it false. You drag wall jumping, jumped, and to the very end, and you want to set it, and you want to set it to false. This is so you can infinitely wall jump. You can, like, if you wanted to not infinite wall jump, you could set up a way where it only does it once. But yeah, compile, save, test. Go try jumping off some walls.
Broken. I'm just getting early.
Try jumping off some walls.
Jump.
Oh, why isn't it setting active rotation? Okay, try doing it by looking forwards. It's based off of your forward. You have to do it like, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does flip me.
I think the issue is that you have to like
jump between these walls.
Boing.
What you
Boing.
can't?
Actually, I can't jump at all. This is my jump.
Go back to the game. Go back to your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't connect to the executes. Yeah,
Oh.
there we go.
There you go.
I did a section without errors.
Woo!
Are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Right, look.
And so your jumping is based off of where the character is looking. So it's it's not off of where you're looking. It's where the character's looking. I do see that like it's flipping back in between, but it looks like it's trying to look back. Yeah.
So that's because I am pressing right when I'm against the wall. Oh, don't know what that one was about.
I think the idea if you wanted to, yeah.
If I let go, do the jump, and then press the direction, it works better. Whereas if I hold a button and jump, there is that flicker.
Yeah.
But that's just our programming. It does work, and I am.
Yay! We
I can't tell if mine work.
Wait. So jump against the wall and then try to jump off. Okay, no, yours isn't working. Now we have to debug paint. What's the you haven't plugged your wall jump power. It needs to go into the Z of the so the third node of the add node. So wall jump power needs to connect to the wall jump power. Yep, grab that wall jump power to the left. Chuck that in there. Right now. Okay, you're not rotating. Why aren't you rotating? What? Back to thing. What's the issue? Wait. Can I see yours next? Because you didn't rotate your character. You see how it's got the get active rotation, and you've done +0. You want to change that to 180. You want to change that to 180, so not
down to
those
the left
ones.
a bit.
Down to the left a little bit.
On
Down,
these.
Down a
down.
bit more. just
The
to
add
left.
node of that one. Yep, cool. Yep, 180. Cool. That should fix it.
I'll
Should.
say.
I think it compiles and saves anyway, so you don't. It just. Here you go.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
We did it.
Woo!
Not only did we
Woo.
test or create the script, we triple bug tested.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's
you can
how
probably
you know it works, YouTube.
you can probably try and set it so that like it constrains you more to the jumping off of the wall, so you're not jumping to the left and to the right as much. So like it restricts your left and right movements. So it's all about going up off of walls rather than going left. Because you're going back and forth a lot here. It's effectively the same output as the wall run, but you're now able to go up now. And it checks for based off of where the character is looking, so yeah. And you can always set it so that you can only have a certain amount of wall jumps as a thing. Okay, cool.
Guessing,
We got it.
based on what we did, I don't want to do more programming to figure it out for myself. I'm probably going to forget a little bit before next time I open it. I was about to say before next lesson, but it's the finale.
The finale, yeah.
But yeah, you could even have it where every time you do a wall jump, your total height gets less. So you can't infinitely wall jump. Like, let's say you go up, say 100 units, and then you can only go up 75, and then 50, then 25. And then you can no longer gain any more height. Sort of like a stamina thing.
Yeah. The world's your oyster now. Hello, Snooky. Sorry, I missed your chats there. I had the notepad of the tutorial on full screen. I wasn't observing chat. But
Okay.
hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just finishing up this is the finale. We've finished the 3 game dev sessions of making game dev stuff. I'm like,
It's time to do the finale sad moment where you look into the room and remember us all working together.
You look back, it's playing the music.
You turn off the light and you close the door and you're like, oh.
Funny. Okay, hopefully that enlightened UE to you 3 on how to make as a games.
Yeah.
And it was.
I mean, in all honesty, this 3rd lesson has helped me be more confident with UE. I think it helped my brain go, oh, this works with this. But I am still, in all honesty, more comfortable with typing scripting. I know this is more visual and it's cool, but I'm also more comfortable with
typing. Actual scripting. Yeah.
I mean, it's all actual scripting. Like, there's different styles.
Yeah. But... As a last thing, I could just show you what an animation blueprint looks like. Maybe. So it's just a little small thing to show you how like these animations are playing and how it works. I'll just do it. We just don't have to view it. We're not actually making anything. So if you wanted to go to, I just want to show you that's something that's like easy just to finish on. If you go to your content browser, it should be in the content browser. Okay, maybe it's not in content. Okay, Player BP. Go to Player BP. And
Player BP.
Yep, you're in your Player BP. You want to click on the mesh in the Components tab, where it says character mesh. It should be character mesh, and it should bring up that. Cool. Or you could have just clicked on the character. All good. Where it says animation on the right side, you've got animation on the right side. You've got the ABP blah blah blah. You want to click the little folder icon, because that's going to dart you all the way to where these are. So you're just going to open that up, and you'll see that this is, well, that's the event graph. Just dock that so you can see a little bit better. Dock into your tabs. Fade, you just open up.
Yeah, it's at the bottom here.
Double
Or
click.
should I?
Yeah. Well, no. Double click to open up the. Open that up.
Oh, okay.
Cool. You want to click on. Not visible. What? Where is it? Okay, so on the right side it says asset, anim graph. Oh, you want to click on the anim graph thing, double click it. Why isn't it showing up? This is embarrassing.
There's a child and a BP of...
Oh, is this the wait, what? Is this the child?
Because we're using Quinn. Yep, so we're using Quinn, so it uses the child of many.
Okay, so you have to go...
to open up the many one.
Oh, God. Okay, so back to content browser, open up the Manny one, not the Quinn one. It should have been in the same folder. So...
Oh, wait. Oh, I need to go back.
Yeah, so... Yeah, this is where you want to be. Okay, so yes, Spiral, that's on the content browser. And you click on that, and then you go to the ABP Manny. And you want to click on anim graph. It's the animation graph on the left side this time, or even in the tabs, the little tabs next to event graph. You've got that. You can either do it either way. And this is basically how animations happen. It like if you click on the main states, hey, do you need to click on anim graph on the top on the top area where it says anim graph? If you go into like even locomotion where it says locomotion, just double click on it. This is how this is even how like what's it called, Unity likes to do things. I've been doing this for VR chat avatars and whatnot. It like cycles between like idle, walk, run, and it'll play the animation and move between these states based off of the condition. So like you're running, so it's gonna switch over to that running thing, and like it's really smart on how they like just set these up so that you can like just plug your own custom character in. You can like set it up so that it uses the same blueprint, the same animation blueprint. It's very simple to do it in Unreal Engine now. You can just have like just throw a character in and just play test with your character, so you know your character's moving inside that environment. And I just thought I'd show you guys that. That's just a little bit of how like these animations fire off. I thought that'd be a nice little thing to add on, just to finish it off with. But yeah, it just
a teaser.
No, it's not a teaser.
Is how to rig a character.
Oh,
animate them.
No, that's a. There is a lot of tutorials for that one. It's just it's a nice thing to look at because it just shows you like how simple the animations look when it's just checking for these conditions. It's already set up for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. You can do your own ones, yeah, but it's Unreal Engine. There's a lot of nice little things already set up for you in place so that everything's Gucci. Okay, I swear that's it. That's the last thing I wanted to. I swear, I did I did intend to give you like guys a mesh character to do this, but that's way over. We're way over time now. we're all good on that. I was gonna give you like one of my meshes to like to chuck in there, but we're not doing that. It's just it's not worth a whole lesson as well. It was like a small thing, but yeah, okay. That should be it.
They don't let Nix play with that mesh. Who knows what he'd do with it?
Jeez.
Like a slime helmet or something, I don't know.
Jeez. Okay, that should be it for us today. Thank you for learning, Spiral.
Thank you for the lessons.
Nix. Yeah,
thank you for teaching.
Thank you for teaching.
Now go and make me COD. Go. The COD MMOs. Get on it. Get on it.
You didn't teach us shooting.
I did. I taught you how to. We taught you how to shoot. where you can kill an enemy. You just didn't summon the particle that actually shows the killing.
You didn't teach us particles.
Spawn particle. Move forward. You press the spawn particle button.
Where's that?
Yeah. There's a lot of what's we call it things we could have gone over, but I think we're all good there. I'm just trying to look for someone to raid right now. I think I'll be raiding Artemis once we sign off. I'll just say goodbye to the YouTube side. Goodbye on the YouTube side. Out for the video.
Bye,
the cut video. Blip blip. Alright.